más de 5 minutos.
Ya me ves
Pobrecito.
de Senyata.
En ese skill. Ese skill es de un jugador de 4000. Miren cómo implosiona.
Whip it behind.
Holy shit, that thing was fucking nasty.
Perhaps it was, you know, an even-ish trade, but definitely I agree on this. Oh my god, they didn't see it coming! Sig that! Those people have families!
Ahí está, ¿dónde está, güey?
No tengo idea. No tengo idea.
Ah, izquierda. No lo usé.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We have another fun match on our hands for the BPL World Cup. We have Team Heimskautarefur versus the Angry Toucans, aka Team Nordic versus Team Latin America. And I am joined by Mustard and Salsa.
Yeah, hello.
I appreciate a good effort.
Yeah, new wake up, babe. New camera angle. I put the webcam on the top.
It's been a long time coming, I have to say.
It has been a long time coming.
So, what do you guys think about this match on our hands? And when we view the rosters for each of these teams, we have a lot of interesting combinations in terms of who has played together before, who's been rivals, who's been together. Like, we see obviously some famous names, and then we also see some that may be new to the community, particularly on the side of Angry Toucans. Do you think these new players are going to show their strength, or do you think that the Nordics will be able to overpower them?
With Angry Toucans, I heard a lot of them are a lot of them are friends. A lot of them are people that the manager Dryad knows personally. It's kind of most of the Latin American team. You see some familiar names that we've seen before. You know, Signet, world famous High Ground Reinhardt, Rafa played in BPL Season 2. So it's not, and Aquarius even also on PXP. So it's not entirely an nepotism roster here, but I've heard a lot of good things about this roster. I've heard a lot of kind of upset potential might be works here.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
What about you?
when you take a look kind of like at the rosters and kind of the results is another big thing. I mean, because obviously both of these teams got eliminated in their first match, but they also, like, the Nordics were able to take a map. And I don't know how reasonable it is to say, oh, look, a map, that's a good thing, because the team they took a map on was APAC, and it's been kind of a running trend that APAC does not like the control map type. So that'll be interesting to see later today whenever they play in their winter semis match. But I think in terms of how it'll affect this match, I think that perhaps the cohesion for Latin America would help them a lot more, and kind of make this an even playing field, even though we have a lot more names we recognize from previous events on the Nordics, which have been proven.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see these teams fighting for their lives today, because this is going to be another elimination match, meaning whoever loses today will be out for good, as we see the bracket here, and whoever is going to win this match will be playing the winner of the match between Corn and the Northeast Teabaggers. So whoever takes that spot will be able to advance throughout the bracket, maybe even make it to the finals, who knows.
I think if I would like to toss in a prediction for the other bracket of the other match in the bracket, I think Corn is taking that one. Personally, I believe in Corn, so that's my personal prediction for that one. But if we'll focus back up on this match, I think that Team Nordic has a good shot at kind of taking this match the distance. Maybe a 3-map affair, maybe even 4 match. Probably might be one of the more competitive matches you'll see today. But we shall see how it all pans.
Also, do you have any predictions for this one?
I do think Nordic have the edge of each team, but I think it'll be a 3-map affair. Whether that be from a drawn assault map, because it's not going to be hybrid, or it's going to come from a third map, just it's a 2-1. I could see it either way, but I do think that Nordic has an advantage.
All right, so I see you guys are rooting for the Nordics. I think I'll go on the side of Latin America. Buena suerte. And we're going to go into our first map, which is going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar. So obviously, we know that Watchpoint Gibraltar has a lot of interesting angles on it, particularly that place for snipers to go around. But do you think we're going to see snipers from these teams, or do you think they're going to be switching into a different kind of comp given the meta?
I mean, I think you have to take another look at, like, of some of the players that we've seen. We don't obviously know the exact roster that they're going to start out with the starting 6, but we can kind of see what we've seen from other times we've seen some of these players appear in previous tournaments, like Sub Tourney and like BPL Season 2. And I think that, it's Gibraltar, so obviously you're going to see something. I'm pretty sure we had a map selection. I don't think this is just random. So
Yeah, we do have a map pool.
yeah, I more meant I think a team selected Gibraltar, not a wheel. And if a team did select Gibraltar, then there's a reason. Somebody has a plan.
Yeah.
If it was a wheel, who knows? That's kind of, I guess that's the joy of the wheel.
Yeah, you see, here's the map set. We're gonna go to payload here, Watchpoint Gibraltar. Then we're gonna move on to Assault for our next map. So a lot of drop potential in the next one. Not really a lot for this one.
Yeah, and then I believe it's hybrid for
third map is Control. Third map will be Control. Yes.
Oh, I'm mistaken.
So that is your map rotation today. And yeah, they picked Gibraltar. I do assume some more dive-oriented action will be occurring. This was mutually agreed according to production. Usually it is determined by a coin flip for the first map. However, both teams just agreed to run Gibraltar, so I think we're gonna see a lot of dive action here. Probably a lot more, a lot more of that style of gameplay. Snipers.
Yeah, and definitely since each team mutually agreed on it, that tells me at least that both of these teams perform probably really well on Gibraltar during scrims. So this will probably be a very close map, and I can't wait to get into it.
Absolutely. I think Gibraltar's a map where if both teams want to go to it, you're gonna see something nice.
Oh yeah. I want to see the silly. I want to see some funny stuff, Ryan. Here, I just want to be impressed, I suppose. In that sense.
We will see if we get to be impressed today, as we're jumping into the game and seeing the opening compositions.
Yeah. Well, we see double bubble from the Toucans. Ball dive here from the Nordics. This more traditional comp. I think we've seen this more in APAC. So that's the comp we're going to be rolling out on here for the defense. Looks like the offense will just opt for a more traditional double bubble.
I'm not sure. Is that Signet on Brig for Angry Toucans, or am I getting confused with a different player?
Signet is on Brig.
Oh boy, I'm ready. So we're gonna.
Well, you've heard of High Ground Rhine? It's High Ground to Brig.
Yeah.
So
immediately coming over to the point, just trying to find the little bit of space that Nordics just they're not really taking. They're just holding this car wash, which is standard really for Gibraltar, because it's probably the best choke point for the defense in the game.
Yep. It is the soft engagement there. Just attack was kind of thwarted, but they do give up a lot of space here. Hysteria kind of gets cornered off, ends up taking themselves out of the fight, and Crafter Black as well going down the Zindex on that Tracer off the high ground. And yeah, both these teams are just skirmishing. You see Zadzak falling extremely low, but just barely being able to be kept alive. Oh, never mind. Aquarius goes in with the Genji, just getting aggressive. Both teams kind of at a stalemate, but Angry Toucans just losing their players left, right, and center. Despite the spawn advantage, they will have to start backing off here.
I don't know about that. Both the tank line is out of commission. Peepo's dead. Zazlak is out of mech. This is kind of like the ideal time to really start pushing forward, as long as Zindex doesn't have anything to say about that pulse bomb, which can be a difference maker since there's no other ultimates up on the field for the Angry Toucans at least.
That's true. Oh, Aquarius. Oh. But he gets instantly traded back out. Yeah, Pulse Bomb does come up clean from Zindex, though. Good pick.
I mean, the
Nordics are
problem
up
is
right now.
In the meantime, though, the problem is that they've already pushed the point basically to point A. They've gotten past the car wash here, and that's really like a key. Like you don't. This is a little bit much harder to hold than just the car wash, and I mean, it looks like they're going to cap A.
Oh my God! Whoa. Okay, that was an interesting interaction. So you see, Castle tried to save Angry Toucans with that bubble, but just unable to make it there on time, and his entire team ends up paying the price for it. Zazlak coming up huge with that self-destruct. That was definitely an interesting play.
It looked like the bomb was just to remake. It wasn't like I'm gonna use bomb to win the fight. It was just I need a remake to stay in this fight, and it works out. We take those if you're the Nordics, you know. Now you get to see it.
Okay, Zindex. He gets the 2K pulse bomb to just end the fight before it even begins. But Angry Toucans are determined to just, they're just gonna kite here as Nordics still slowly aggress.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the battle for position right now. It's in like trying to find that little tiny hole you can get into for the Toucans. They have a big ultimate advantage, so that's something that's important here. You're gonna see them try to come in.
There it is. Nano Blade. 1, 2. Oh my God!
No! And oh no! This is disaster.
This is already not looking good. The Nano Blade doesn't get any value. Zazlak able to eat up the pulse bomb as well. So only the Graviton and the Rally. The Grav is good though. Catches the back line. There's no Baptiste or Widow here for the Nordics, and they're going to lose Rorschach as well, so there's no more healing on the field. Zindex trying to come up big with the Pulse Bomb. He does take out Aquarius, but I think that's all you're going to be able to get here, as Angry Toucans will slowly start rolling this cart into point B.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what you needed. You just need that one kind of fight to make the difference, and Rorschach is not having a good day. Oh, the Pulse. Okay, missed the burst. It has to back off, give it more space on B. Nothing you want to do at all if you are if you're a member of the Nordics. You really do not want to be. Like, it's just terrible for defense. They have to try to make some contest near the ship right now, or they're just going to give up basically all of B immediately, and that is disastrous.
And you see the bomb going into the back line. Zazlak able to take out Signet. I guess just unable to get the Brig Shield up on time, as Aquarius getting poked out here. Rorschach, though, able to get a kill onto Crafter Black in the back line as well. And they have the Electric Cowboy out on the field. Aquarius work happened. The pulse bomb does not connect, but Peepo able to take out South. Is that South Pace? South?
Southpaw, I believe.
Southpaw?
But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But we, I mean, it really just is trying to get this battle. Yeah, just a tracer battle. Oh, and Crafter Black takes Zindex out, and Cart's still moving, making progress, going around this last turn. And I mean, they're just not really worse for wear. They have an ultimate advantage right now. Oh, but Signet goes down. And this, the
forces immortality. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's real. It is pretty good because I mean, you don't. If they have to play a point, Marlon is taking out with the dead eye.
Where are you? Marlon just caught in no man's land there. Aquarius with the high noon, able to take him out. Peepo gets slept up and tied, so you see him falling extremely low. Finally goes down, and you see Angry Toucans. They're just gonna keep aggressing here, like it's nothing. Just gonna walk onto the point, the rally as well, just to seal the deal. Zindex gets one with the pulse bomb, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to turn this fight. As you see, Nordics just scrapping on here, looking to eat up as much time as possible. A pulse bomb of their own. Crafter Black takes out Zazlak, and that will be the end of that defense.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if I'm the Nordics, I'm asking, what the hell do we do? You swapped off of your supports. You don't have support ultimates, and you're swapping back now. So you've lost all progress on your support ultimates. You have a couple of tank ultimates, and that's about it. You might get a Bob in this fight, but they're gonna make it to this next corner, and you are just lost.
Mom and Slam, a nice, very vanilla combo there. Coming out Zazlak, getting Southpaw with the self-destruct. So a lot of healing gone for Angry Toucans, and Nordics are taking advantage of that.
They absolutely are. That's
advantage.
Exactly yeah, I mean that's exactly what they needed. They needed to get to find that hole. They get the hole that they force open, and now they can stop this cart from just being on it's fast track to point C. Of course, they have to also
a big from Hysteria. Unfortunately, not a Zazlak bomb. Does not get that value. In the meantime, though, Peepo gets one with the mines, but Crafter Black already wreaking havoc into the backline. Castle does well just to follow up. The bomb is thrown, but it's very, very far away. I don't know how useful it'll be in the final legs of this fight. And yeah, Crafter Black though, just cleaning up house. This man has been insane today on the Tracer.
I mean, both the Tracers have honestly been really, really good.
Ooh, a stick. Yeah, that takes out Peepo.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're just trying to get them to overtime. There's no shot at really breaking this attack.
Ooh, you might be able to though. You do have the Transcendence now. Just keep your team topped up. Oh, but you're getting juggled off the point. They do trigger overtime, however, and that Transcendence will help keep his team alive. A little bit. Nordic still in this fight. They get Signet to trade Rorschach. Oh,
99 to rally.
That's painful. Rorschach. Oh, but Zazlak able to take out Castle. Another one on the Southpaw. There's no healing for Angry Toucans anymore. Zazlak's bomb as well comes up big, but there's no one able to touch the point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the battle of attrition is ultimately won by the Latin America, and that is going to be their attacking round. And now Nordics are forced to complete the map just to have a shot at winning this thing. I think, like, ultimately it's going to come down to, can they match some of the aggression that Latin America was doing in the latter half of the map, really when it came to point B and C, and the last fight on point A. Otherwise, I don't really see a future here, in terms of at least Gibraltar.
Yeah, and real Mr. X has graced us with his presence in the chat about 8 minutes ago, actually. So, big subscription from you.
Large. Okay. So we see with the composition, it's kind of, never mind. I was gonna say a bit more traditional, but then I saw the Torb. It's dive tanks, but Aquarius is on McCree, and you have a Torb. So, fine. And it looks to be the same composition that Toucans are running out on. No, Nordic actually just ran this on defense. That's what it was. So
yeah.
Peepo Balls, Zazlak Diva, looks like for this entire map.
I like the Torb pick here though. Very anti-dive, especially with play with the Brig and Ana alongside the turret.
It really doesn't help when your McCree gets domed by a Zenyatta though.
That is true. Otter's coming up big there on the Zenyatta today. Already halfway to a Transcendence. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they also just almost made it completely through the car wash in one fight.
Yeah.
I mean, people falling is unfortunate. Means you do have to fall back, but you almost made it out of there. If you get one good aggression, a fight of aggression, then you could probably push it beyond there, and that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, they made it to the car wash. They were about to pay, but unfortunately they got stopped though. People getting taken out means they're not gonna, the register is gonna have to wait just a little bit. Castle falling extremely low, but able to get out. Maybe ducking and weaving behind the blue box.
Just trying to find a little bit of space to be able to get healed.
Oh, but Hysteria is D-Max. That's big, and you see Castle getting the nano boost. Marlon finally confirming that kill onto the baby Diva, but Castle and the nano boost is just gonna sit on your Ashe, and Yeah, he has taken them out of the fight. And yeah, Nordics look a little stuck here, despite having such a dominant showing on attack. They're looking a little stuck.
I mean,
On defense,
they
actually,
looked,
I mean.
even
On defense,
they
yeah.
were kind of were collapsing in the latter half. But in their first point, they were definitely really good on their defense. It was just a matter of seconds. But ultimately, they just have to kind of find their way in. Pulse Bomb gets nothing. Pipo's at half health, has to try to get his way around so that he can properly get in with the rest of his team.
Yeah, I mean,
he's trying to find a pick. No luck there. They're playing
on
this
the topic of get in. Castle was taken out. He was picked very early in the fight here. So Nordics, with a small window of opportunity, they have to take advantage of it now. But they haven't really done anything with it. Yeah,
and they're not even really moving the cart. Like they could have been out of the car wash by now, but they've been trying to really focus up here too much, and now they are just giving Angry Toucans a shot from the high ground just to stop the cart progress all together.
Yeah, you see the rally invested from both teams as well, so a lot of health bars out, so it might be a little difficult to dive. Marlon's Bob coming out as well, just zoning out a lot of Angry Toucans. Castle gets extremely low after popping that primal, just immediately eviscerated. And you see the Bob is gone. The Bob unable to get any value. Does take out some shields though, so that might be just enough. As Zazlak, unfortunate, my guy, Rig whipped into a self-destruct. Oh, and Zindix as well.
Hysteria doing it all?
Hysteria is just doing it all right now. And Aquarius with the 2K with the high noon going aggressive now. Flash fanning his way, picks up 3 in the fight. Nordics collapsing on their attack here after looking pretty strong on the defense.
I mean, this is exactly what we basically saw from Latin America's attack. And that's the one thing you could hope for, but you already see some swaps coming in just to try to be able to make one good contest on this point. Marlon swapping over to the Widow. So this is really brutal, and they need to just find that one pick that can make them turn this around, and unfortunately they're not finding it quite yet, and they are in overtime.
Yeah, overtime has begun. You see Marlon has swapped onto the Widow, looking to get some picks. He was on the Widow at the beginning of last defense. So see Crafter Black throwing the Molten Core around on the ground. People able to get one on Hysteria, but trades out his life for that kill. Zazlak is out of mech now, so Nordics on the back foot here as Signet popping the rally and the nano boost onto the Winston. He's just gonna wreak havoc in your backline. Otter's unable to stay alive through all of it. Crafter Black going in for the hammer kill, but there's no one for you to hammer, man. Nordics is all taken out, and Angry Toucans take the first map here on Gibraltar.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to see some silly gameplay on Gibraltar. I think we certainly got that. And just a very nice kind of, I don't even want to say comeback victory from the Toucans, because they really just had to cap point B, or point A, excuse me, and they would have been fine based on the defense there. But they managed to complete the map with basically no time remaining, and just make a really good point A hold to close out map 1.
Yeah, and that was just a clean map from Angry Toucans. They get pushed to the brink. They cap in overtime, but they clean it up on the defense. They, Nordics really unable to push any cart. Wow. Okay, I cannot speak. Nordics unable to push that cart at all. They barely get it to the end, but they're unable to finish the job. They're on first point, so they don't get the time bank reset. They don't really get any value, and
right.
Yeah, Toucan's looking super strong here. I mean, Signet break was not what I was expecting, but he's been having a showing today.
Right. So let's start turning our attention towards map 2, because we are going to 2CP. We have Hanamura, Anubis, and Volskaya. And if you are the Nordics, what do you want to do? Like, obviously we know kind of the primary thing you do is you have Pipo on the ball, and it looks like they're having Zazlak on on that diva, and it might be that they want to they might switch up some of their composition. I know obviously we know Rorschach is a pretty good tank, so maybe they're going to do a swap there. But Rorschach was just like Signet was running on support, so was Rorschach in that last map.
Yeah.
So
tanks into the back line, I guess.
I mean,
We'll change of pace
when
for
you're,
those
when you're playing
players.
Brig, it's the difference.
That's true. There is no difference. Next map will be Temple of Anubis. Temple of Anubis has been kind of a silly map. You could run more dive-oriented compositions. We've seen double shield. We've seen the ball dive bubble. So Anubis a little bit of a wild card here, but if we do see Rorschach in the roster, then it is likely that we have some, maybe some rush action going on with.
Yeah, I mean,
but everything hinges on whether or not, the players are available.
Obviously, I mean, personally, I actually really like Anubis as a map. I think it's very interesting, and during most of season 2, we didn't get to see a lot of it because of how we did our map rotations. But I think it'll be interesting to see here, to see kind of the map come back, and try and see what Nordics can do to turn this map around. They are on their tournament point here. If they do not win this map, they are eliminated. So they need to make a comeback here and make it drastic. They are running out what looks to be most of the same composition. They have swapped out Zindix for Schnippy. Otherwise, Angry Toucans have swapped out some of their back line, and they now have Rafa and Lilam. I think that both of them swapped, their entire back line swapped out. So those are our substitutions.
I thought Lilam was in earlier.
I don't think it's so, but perhaps. I'm not 100% sure, but you might be right.
So we're getting a translation of the signs on Temple of Anubis there from our resident Middle Eastern resident Invictus as we begin the attack.
All right. So we see Angry Toucans trying to take this position up on the high ground. Just try to try to get some scouting on what the defensive situation is for the Nordics. And I mean, now they're trying to just try to get into that side room, because that's usually where you want to go if you're your attackers, to try to beat out this position on this high ground.
Yeah, Toucans very pokey. You have the Hanzo, you have the Tracer, you do have a double bubble, which will be your engage. As Crafter Black is spotted, almost gets taken out. Castle is already down as he went for the soft dive onto plateau there, the high ground. And yeah, back to poking is Angry Toucans, as you see Crafter Black here, trying to get some value, trying to tickle the side here. He gets out.
Yeah, just really good peel from the rest of Angry Toucans, and I mean, he's low, but he should survive.
Okay, Rafa, where were you? Okay, he gets taken out. The aggression now off the back of the Nano Boost and the Dragons, but the window from Otters just zones them out complete. Double damage means double fast on your death.
Certainly,
English.
I mean, you had to trade out a support ult and a DPS ult just for one support ult. Now, Window is an incredibly good ultimate, so it actually is probably a reasonable trade, but it still hurts a lot to have that unbalanced exchange. But Rorschach falling early means that they will not have their second support ultimate coming online anytime soon, and that is pretty critical. Of course, they get the pick to kind of balance it out, keep them staying back, and Crafter going down 2 just means they just can hold this out until Rorschach can return.
Yeah, good job from the Nordics just to keep themselves alive despite being down your Brigida. You see the fight has already broken out here. Valkyrie and Primal Rage being used
Back
here.
up.
Angry Toucans looking to get... Oh, but Snippy has the Molten Core on the ground.
They
Unlucky.
just got a tick from the back cap from Aquarius.
Ooh, yeah. That is a really nice tick, though. That makes your job just a smidgen easier as you get your ultimates online. You see Hysteria, Crafter, Black, Aquarius. You do have the Grab Dragon combo, the most fun and interactive ultimate combo in Overwatch.
Absolutely. the problem ultimately for Nordics is that now a draw is off the table. Before you had win or draw, and now it's win or lose unless you give up point A. And
yeah,
they obviously don't want to do that. So we're gonna have to see just really grab this in.
There's the grab. Oh, there it is. There's the dragon. There it is. Everyone's favorite ultimate. Give it up for Grab Dragon. Winning the fight here for Angry Toucans. Yeah, you see the Bob just vibing there. But yeah.
Okay, so there's some good things if you're the Nordics, even though you lost this point. Toucans had to use basically their entire bank of ultimates just to take that point there because they were running out of time. So you can now use a bit of try to get an advantage with some of your players, namely Peepo, Snippy, and Zazlax, to try to kind of balance it out because the ultimates that you have could be a little more impactful than something like Mines from Ball. So that's going to be very key. 3 minutes left on the clock, and once again, it's kind of this battle for position, trying to poke them out, which honestly is a little surprising they want to stick with this kind of poke comp. We already saw Aquarius swap over from the Tracer to the Echo, but not really changing a whole lot. Castle goes in, has to get some support from the rest of his team just to stay alive. Aquarius falling. So, I mean, the res comes back, though.
Yeah, the res.
Res is a really
able
good
to
res.
come in.
But it forced out. The problem is it did force out Valkyrie. And Hysteria falls, so you're still going to have to reset. It's just kind of, unfortunately, a wasted investment into this fight that's just going nowhere anytime soon. And now you have 2 minutes left on the clock, and you're still kind of have poor ultimate, banking against the opponent.
All I can say is Angry Toucans likely to play for that Grab Dragon again. You know.
I mean, certainly. I mean,
you
also have Nano Boost. You have the Nano Boost Grab Dragon. Oh no, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, the Nano doesn't change the Dragon.
I mean,
but, you know,
true.
When you do have a full charge Zarya, pressing right click into a grab, it does hurt a lot more.
That's more
definitely hurts a lot
I meant. But yeah, it's not fun. I mean, yeah, you just have to hold it up for a bank because the one good thing is that the enemy, you don't have that. You don't have that Zen or somebody that can throw the damage. Zazlam is going in saying, "I'm going to take this fight myself," or excuse me, Castle taking out Zazlam. I'm brain dead.
Yeah, Castle just going in aggressive with the slam, with the mines there. The grab comes out, the Dragon Strike. Now there it is.
And yeah, I think it's
give it up for Grab Dragon. Once again, taken out,
doing it up, and
once again, see people has returned, but he's just gonna get melted. I don't think anyone from the Nordics touch.
1 minute left.
1 minute flat though. That's actually a good position for Angry Toucans because I don't think that if Nordics do end up capping this in overtime, I don't think they'll be gifted an extra minute. Because
I do not believe so. I think you have to. It's a minute or less, or not a minute or less. It's less than a minute. So, it's like ideal time. So they do get that extra time. That's exactly what they want. And now we get to see their defense. So we know that their defense on Gibraltar was really good. And Nordics have to come through here. If they cannot cap with time, then they are eliminated. Because unless they can force a draw. That's the best they can do is force a draw then.
Indeed. I think that's what you have to play for here to keep your tournament hopes alive. You know, everything just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. They do have the chance here. You see, Nordics, they did a good defense.
But they're playing Ball, Zarya, with 2 people in the air with the Mercy.
I think
What?
that's just a good read from Angry Toucans. Because that comp
it's
will...
a good read, but I don't know if it's a good defense, and there's the difference. Nordics can swap their comp. You can't really.
That is true. But we shall see. Because Paul Zarya has been proven pretty strong. If you've watched any APAC Overwatch recently, this comp will destroy you. And you see that it's just it's just a clean read. You see the engagement from Castle just to kind of disrupt it. Now they're stuck in this little tiny room. Marlon is already down. The only hit scan you can really take out anyone with. The teleport onto the point. It really doesn't matter at that rate. Your team is already gone. You see everyone sent back to spawn immediately.
Yeah, I
there
mean,
it
we
is.
already see wholesale changes coming out. Do they want to keep this bat? Because you do have the window ready to go, but no, they just want to do some dive rush, just get on the point and hold it because there is no point presence of this composition. So this is where this is the bad part of that composition. Marlon almost detected, almost got
Ooh,
found
nice
out.
hack. Yeah, nice
really
hack
good
onto the
hack in this area.
Zarya. Unable to bubble anything. The barrage able to take out Aquarius and Zazlax the mech, but you trade out 2 already. Both teams fighting a 4v4 essentially here. Schnippy gets taken out, the direct. And yeah, it looks like that's all the momentum that Angry Toucans needed as they slowly take out the rest of Nordic. Zazlax is stuck on the point without his mech. That is unfortunate.
Oh, that's sad. Oh no. Yeah, I mean,
That's
here's
just
the
unfortunate.
here's the thing that's about this is that Angry Toucans had to invest some stuff to win that fight. Nordics didn't. They had wholesale changes, remember? So that was their dry fight to get ultimate charge, and they're doing pretty good for themselves in that regard. They're going to get they can get some decent amount of ultimates in this fight. Toucans do not have that. They already have to use some ultimates. Crafter uses the copy to get a Winston, and
yeah, and the nano him too.
Support lines just say,
the
"I'm out of this game."
Yeah, Toucans don't have a support line, but yeah, I don't think it matters. The Echo copy was nanoed, and yeah, takes out Schnippy. You see people, the last one in the back line. I don't think he'll be able to do much back here. So,
and
again,
yeah, I mean, now you have to like. Rorschach's been getting pounded, by the way. Rorschach has been on like the long con for this beat, hasn't gotten like any percent, just because he's been getting picked so early. So they really need Rorschach trying to step it up, because just having to focus on their Moira it doesn't matter because it just gets picked.
Yeah, Otters is dead now. Otters is dead.
The support lines just fall apart. What is this?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, so both support lines are gone for both teams. It's just a 4v4 now on the point. Let's see who can
online though.
Oh, but he's falling low. Zazlax will be able to confirm it. Oh, Marlon! Oh my god!
This is your go moment. You have to go for the Nordics. You have to go right now. Right now.
But the grab. Oh, nice CMP. Nice CMP from Marlon. Think of it as Peel. Just unable to. For Angry Toucans, just able to follow up on that Graviton Surge. They pick up 1 tick. Looks like they're gonna pick up 2 as a nice manual hack on the Crafter Black. Rafa gets left out to dry, and
yeah, and they get it. They needed it right then. They didn't have another opportunity, and now Angry Toucans coming out with the swaps just to hope not get snowballed here. But Nordics are back in this game. Really, what's gonna have to be big here is this copy. If this copy is huge, you can start to do
there's that copy.
Yeah,
but
Rafa,
people's already taken out Rafa. He already's built up the primal with the copy. Rorschach has been taken out. Yeah, Rorschach is dead. So there's no main support for both these teams. You see, Crafter Black does get hacked up in the back line.
Yeah, and that's actually enough, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team is now doing exactly what they need to get the picks that they need to survive, and I mean, that should be enough. This is going to be a really difficult fight, though, for Latin America. Look at the ultimates for Nordics. They have both their support ultimates. They have Primal Rage. They have Pulse Bomb. Might be able to get the EMP. And what are you going to have for the defense? A Nano and a Pulse Bomb.
I mean, I've seen it happen, but
I've seen it happen, of course.
Yeah, the beat engage here
Speed engage.
There it is. Oh, the hack on the Brigida as well. So it's going to force Angry Toucans back into their spawn. As you see, they're all just held up there on the spawn doors like they're waiting for some concert tickets. But the full spawn from Snippy is just going to take out a Lilam. It does not matter. The Nano Boost does come out beforehand, but it really just doesn't get any value. Aquarius gets hacked up there. Taken out. Marlon on the Sombra has just been absolutely lethal out here, hacking left, right, and center. It's like a data breach out here. Oh, the one clip too. That was clean now. As the rest of Angry Toucans slowly start to trickle in here. But yeah, the bomb from Sazlak's just gonna zone everyone off. EMP as well. The stalls are coming in really nicely though from Angry Toucans. So they are eating a lot of time off this time bank, with even potential to turn it if they're able to secure a pick or two. But this kind of six-man brawl comp from the Nordics should render that difficult, as Rafa now back with the rally.
I mean, they're about to. They're like
250 HP. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, people.
They're
Nice primal.
I was just saying, they're on the verge of actually just getting their time bank worsened because they can't do anything. All right, 1 minute 13 to 1 minute on the dot. Toucans are on the attack again. Nordics, they had a good first minute of defense. So can they bring it back and do that a whole thing again, but then not collapse? That's what you need to see.
Yeah, and Nordics, you only have to hold a minute here. If you hold the minute, then it's not losable. You force a second map, for a third map. Apologies. If you are Nordics, they did have a really good first defense, so hopefully they can replicate that success here.
Absolutely. I mean, that's you need to have that success, or you are you're not gonna be far here. So it's just kind of brutal, having to the only thing that Nordics have going for them is this extra 13 seconds. I think they have to make this hold godlike to kind of hold back the tide of what Toucans are doing, and Toucans have that map they can give away if they need to. They are not on tournament point quite yet.
Yep, see Toucans gonna get a little aggressive, but yeah, that's not happening. Stuns left, right, and center. A lot of CC, a lot of poke here from Nordics. We'll see if Crafter Black is going to be able to get any value through Marlin on that Ashe. We shall be. Yeah, a lot of disruption into the back line. Looks like the pocket from Rafa is going to come up big, but they're unable to confirm the kill onto Marlin. And Sazlak takes out Rafa, so that you're already down to support. 20 seconds left means you're not really going to get an opportunity to get another fight here.
Not at all.
Do or die right now.
This is Rafa swap to Lucio. Get to the point. You don't have time. I mean, ultimately, they just let Crafter back right through their line, and it said, "Okay, we'll take you out wherever you want to be taken out, not where we should think you should be." And now here's the jump on the point. Big anti.
Yeah, and they're going to capitalize
on.
Yep, Nordics going to capitalize on that now. They're just gonna go aggressive in. Oh, Snippy does drop the Molten Core on the point and takes out Hysteria, the window as well. They're all in that tiny room. It's gonna, oh no, Crafter Black is taken out. Castled is out of the fight. No one's just gonna be able to touch, and yeah, Nordics keep their series alive, keep their tournament hopes alive. They do force at worst they draw, they force another map.
At worst they at least get no matter what, we'll see a third map. They are going to win or draw. There's they cannot lose, and that's really good for them. I mean, at the same time, can you imagine the mental shatter if you are the Nordics and you get the lock that you're not going to lose the map. You get to keep your tournament hopes alive, and if you somehow choke this and lose the map, and now you have to win, still have to win 2 more maps. You have to win 2 control maps in a row.
Hey, a 4-map series sounds pretty sick, honestly.
Look, as a fan, as the caster, I absolutely want to see that. But that just that has to be a mental breaker. Like that really just hurts the soul, and it looks like Toucans are gonna be running a similar composition what they were running before. Well, actually, no, excuse me. Now they're swapping. They have the more traditional things, the double shield. They're gonna still run Crafter on this Echo, but they're gonna put Aquarius on the Ash, which is probably the right call. They're good, and Nordics are gonna kind of meet it in the middle with kind of a poke-ish comp of their own. Ish is kind of the key word there.
Ish.
But
yeah, that's one way to put it.
TP, which is going to be hopefully really important. That's what they really need to do. They go back into this room, and now this room is actually kind of safe because they're not running with the Pharah, and the Echo is just the Echo. And now they just have to find
there it is.
And they find the hole. They on the point.
Oh, but Crafter
everyone
Black,
died.
yeah, Crafter Black is there to meet you. Immediately taken out. Yeah, that's what happens when you teleport against an Echo. You're just gonna show up and boom, your entire team is gone.
Yeah, I mean, and now we already see a swap. Marlena is on the Widow, but I mean, the one good thing is that was a very fast attack. Now the other problem is Zazlak just got staggered, so you still about just like Toucans had. You're going to only get one good fight, and this is your second really scuffed fight, and you have to come through right now or you are out of here. This is a make or break moment, and Snippy already no, this is it. Wait, Lilam down. If Rafa gets the res, it's over, but they can prevent the res.
Rafa going for the resurrection. They're gonna be able to get it. They're able to zone him out of it on time. Lilam immediately dropping the immortality field. Oh, Hysteria has already built up a flux in 1 minute 13 that we've had of this map. The window out. Yeah, window out from Otters should just keep anyone on point alive just as long as possible, but he's just gonna get melted instantly with the help of that Bongo. The supercharger now in place. Zazlak back on the ball, but not really gonna be able to do anything here. And yeah, a draw. Temple of Draw Anubis. So on the bright side for the Nordics, you do force a third map, you force a control map here, and if you win that, you'll force a fourth map, which will be the first 4-map series here in the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really brutal to see. Just like they kind of just tank that, and now you have to play 2 maps just to win. But if it's we saw the one map they took against Asuka was control, so maybe they've got it under control and they're fine. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they're just control 1 tricks, you know, they force it to control, and maybe that's the game plan here. Just a little update on the other match in the other bracket. Northeast Teabagger up 1-0 against Corn here on their second map, which is also Anubis.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at the scoreline. So it's New England is attacking right now. Corn finished their attack. They went they finished the map with 1:23 on the clock. So,
yeah, so you know, stuff in that sense, stuff going on in there. So the third map here, it'll be control. I think it'll be definitely a little silly on the control, as we have you know, Helios, Nepal, or Oasis here for control maps, which yeah, they are maps.
They absolutely are maps. I mean, I kind of would like, I think, like, part of me wants to say they're just going to do Nepal, because I think Nordics still get to select the map because they lost the last map.
I think
the most recent
so.
map that was decided.
They're going to Helios.
They're going to Helios. Okay, so they have something in the pocket that I was not planning for.
Yeah,
but I think it'll be interesting to see Helios being played. I think that it'll be good to see.
Yeah, Helios. A lot of stuff can be ran on Helios on the different maps. I think we're likely just gonna see more kind of ball dive coming out from Nordic here for Helios, but we'll see. I mean, Toucans looks so strong running like Pharah Echo that they're likely going to run that again. It is something you can do on Ilios. Just, get poke damage in on all directions, especially on Lighthouse, and take them out, wipe out the competition.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what they can do here on Ilios. I mean,
yeah. So
yeah, it really
little schedule for you guys. Little schedule here for you guys. So the next match coming up on the stream is the UK against Asura, which is the APAC representatives. They'll be coming up next. After that one will be Horizon and Texas Toast, which is another elimination match. On the B stream over there, you see Cord and Northeast Teabaggers. Winter Soldiers and Gainesville Beasts. I believe that is a winner's bracket match.
Yeah,
Canada against Florida. And then winner of this match and the other match, which is currently. So, yeah, we'll go. Ilios will be the next map up. We shall see how everything out here.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see Ilios.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna start on Lighthouse, which I think is probably the most balanced and neutral map of Ilios, because you don't have a giant hole.
Yeah.
And
True.
I mean, we're seeing similar compositions. In that you have tanks, the tanks are the same, but one obviously wants to take more of an air control, one wants to take more point control. And it'll be interesting to see how this works, because I've kind of talked in the past about how it doesn't really matter what you want to do on Lighthouse, because you can't really shoot necessarily into the Lighthouse. That's your cover for these aerial attackers. And it doesn't help that
aerial attackers. Yeah.
So low. Crafter's dead.
Southpaw Crafter Black. They're already gone. It
Signet
doesn't
at
even
1 HP.
matter.
They take a.
Signet is gone too. I think
here comes the changes. Here comes the changes. You could tell.
Yeah,
Wait,
I think you can keep. Oh,
okay, no.
They're just gonna go. They're gonna mirror. They're gonna kind of run with this kind of brawl comp. So in essence, this is a mirror. See, Southpaw though, just keeping the nano boost, likely to switch off the more after it. I mean,
perhaps. I mean, I kind of like this slight compositional difference in putting this Reaper here, trying to just completely destroy people.
Oh my god. Yeah, Castle gets nanoed, as you see, and they try to aggress on it, but yeah, Nordics just kind of run a circle, and Toucans also run a circle. It's bring around the rosy here, but Toucans coming out on top. Getting a lot more picks. Stazlak falling on the point just to stall. 50% already, somehow, some way, that Nordics able to stall that out. 52% already. Marlon already has the MP as well. You have the... Yeah, this is looking to be really good for Nordics.
Absolutely. I mean, 50% is really solid to start it off. And you now are mirroring the composition. Except for actually self.
The hack. The manual hack. The Sombra.
Sombra on Sombra violence.
Yeah.
Just the disrespectful hack. To be like, alright, now I have to split. See you later.
Yeah.
Taken out.
Oh, Marlon is gone. No more EMPs. That's with the bomb, but he gets bubbled up by Castle. He went aggro into the backline with the Primal Rage. Forces out the Coalesce. It's a big anti. Forces the beat from Rorschach just to keep his team topped up. And the Primal now from Peepo looking to disrupt the Ana on that high ground, but he gets peeled left, right, and center. It's like bananas going on in there. Rorschach, though, winning the Lucio battle. Big EMP from Marlon as he returns, and another 2K from Rorschach. Oh, off the back of that EMP.
Just huge. And now you're back in pole position to win this particular round. But you used a lot of your resources, and here comes Latin America. They have all their resources ready to go. All their ultimates are ready to go. Here comes an EMP. You just have everything you have to deal with all at once. Here it comes.
There is EMP, Nano, EMP Beyblade right there coming out, nanoing the Reaper with the Death Blossom popping heads left, right, and center. And yeah, there's not much you could do if you're Nordics. You're just gonna have to contest. You're gonna have to stall.
Yeah, they
and
can't even do that. 88 is where they'll lie, versus about 55 and counting. So they need, like, they didn't even use beat. They didn't even use beat. Oh no. And they're gonna have their tank ultimates coming up. This is where some of the tempo of just kind of like swapping to this composition maybe a little late actually comes into a slight advantage.
Crafter Black did almost get picked there, but able to wraith out on time. You see Zazlak falling extremely low, so he can't really aggress, and he already gets taken out of the mech very early. Aquarius has been picked though, so there is still a window of opportunity for Nordics as they pop the Coalescence castled. Oh, luckily has the to get back onto the point. Signet investing the beat. Oh, the hack onto the. Oh, can't bubble it that one. Looks like Hysteria does not get any value, but Crafter Black almost gets juggled off the map. He does have the ult now. He doesn't get EMP'd. He's able to take out Zazlak's Mike Schnippies though. Coming up bigger, able to take out Signet. The juggle off the map. Crafter Black is no longer in the fight. Rorschach gets taken out. The later EMP from Aquarius only catches onto a demech Zazlak.
That was like an EMP this fight.
Squished castled. Wait, he squished castled. That's a lot damage onto that Winston. As you see, Southpaw just still uncontested on the high ground, able to keep castled alive. He pops the primal now. Zazlak with the bomb. Last ditch effort, able to demech Hysteria, but I think that's all the value you're going to be able to get. Oh man, Southpaw on that high ground. Yeah, that anti comes up big. Oh
that anti was just so huge.
Yeah, and just boobs left, right, and center. Schnippy gets squished by the mech, and objective secured. Angry Toucans take the first map here on Helios.
I mean, that's really brutal, and once again on the tournament point for Nordics. This is they have to win the next two maps or it is the end of their tournament run, and they will have placed ninth. So they absolutely do not want to give it up. We're gonna get a pause.
Okay, looks like we will probably be getting a pause here. Otters has disconnected. There was no pause called. Weirdly enough, from Nordics, they just kind of let him disconnect and didn't say a word.
Yeah, I mean, no,
which is a little silly.
Did pause question mark, but we didn't get the instant PP. Nor do we get the instant pause from on disconnect. So
yeah, pause on disconnect is off, obviously. So you can finish out a fight, which is frankly the reasonable thing to do when someone disconnects. Just finish the fight.
I don't know.
So
about that.
Yeah, but definitely interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. In the meantime,
his PC overheated. Production, Mr. Solomon Overwatch has confirmed that his PC has overheated. So
New England has
we'll have to stall a little bit here.
2-0.
Yeah, Teabaggers has just beaten Corn, so Corn is out of the bracket, falling to the Northeast Teabaggers. Unfortunate stuff. So they'll be playing the winner of this match, whether that's Latin America or Nordics here. And yeah, you see the brackets coming up.
Yeah, New England will be playing whoever wins this match, and currently pole position is Toucan. Latin America will make it, and that will be played later today, and that is for 7th. Loser is eliminated at 7th, and the winner makes it to losers quarters, and they'll play for 6th from the losers of winners semis that is happening later today. Those matches will take place during tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow will be the end of this event. A lot of good games coming up. Everything's starting to take shape here as teams start to get eliminated. And yeah, will this match be Nordics or will it be Angry Toucans? We shall see. As I'm excited. I think Northeast has definitely some upset potential in their roster. So we will see how that kind of plays out on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of crazy stuff.
Certainly, I mean, it's very interesting thing to see, like how Northeast has been doing, because they beat Atlantic, and then they lost to Florida,
Yeah.
and they immediately have to come down to fight Corn. I mean, it's a really they're actually the only team, in fact, that won that played like they won their game, but dropped down to losers and won their game. Like every other team, the people with buys got knocked to losers. Horizon, Texas Toast, and Latin America, they all dropped down. So, and so far, all of them are making it to. They're making it out of winners. So it's actually a little interesting to see that. But,
Yeah, that's a little funny, a little bit of funny.
Yeah, but New England kind of making it through, kind of being that one team to push past, is a good thing to see.
Yeah, on the
it
topic of
looks-
C, we are going to see who wins on the other side of this break. I mean, SPC did overheat, so this will be a little while. Shouldn't be too long, but we'll see you on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. You've been debated. The timer was actually wrong. Back now. Yeah, his internet has been fixed. His computer has been resurrected, so Otters is back now. I accidentally killed my webcam feed.
Well, we don't really need to see it right now because we are heading back to Ilios for round 2. We actually didn't get to see. No, we did get to see it. It's well. I'm just brain dead.
Yeah. We're already on Ilios.
I mean, I know. I already said we were going on. I was going back to Ilios because we're going back or returning to the map because we were there earlier. And now the pause being taken off. We are about to start. Well, compositions are coming out, and yeah, I mean, it's actually about the same that we saw last time. Nearly mirror compositions, except they really want to play Snippy on this Tracer instead of the Reaper. I don't really agree with that. I think the Reaper is probably the correct play here, but it'll be interesting to see what they can do with it. They're really trying to play for position in this room, just trying to take this cover and back coming out onto
sick manual hack. Very sick manual from Aquarius onto Marlin there. Just kind of the Samra mirror. Both teams are just still skirmishing here. A lot of ultimate charge being generated for these two Moiras. I think Otters will be reaching their coalescence now, and yeah, they're gonna take the aggression with it. You see Snippy already getting aggressive into the back line. I mean, almost has that pulse bomb built up. Oh, Crafter Black is down. Yep. Oh my god.
Yeah, see you later.
Yes. You later. Signet invests the beat too. Oh no.
Oh, it's tragic then. That's actually very tragic. Because the one ultimate, you can invest these cheap ultimates. Beat is not cheap. And that is a key ultimate, and that is gone now. So I mean, this is really bad for Latin America. Trying to come back to this next fight. Really good for Nordics. They absolutely wanted to see that if they want to continue.
Yep. Now Angry Toucan are the one with the coalescence here. Yep. Gonna pop it right now. That Otters is gone on the. You see, Coalescence keeping everyone topped up. Oh, a nice stick from Snippy just to deny any more value from Coalescence. Moira out of the fight. Crafter Black investing the Death Blossom, just barely able to catch one person, able to pop up number 2 and number 3 shortly after. Nordics falling, and yeah, point and flip for Angry Toucans.
Yeah, I mean, nice flip. I mean, they can force out some of the ultimates, but they don't force out the beat and the EMP. That's going to be something key to this recontest here. Because, I mean, that looks, it's a little scuffed from my viewing, but it looks about 50%.
Ooh!
And they get the nice EMP. But can they capitalize? They get one pick, and that's it. And the EMP comes back, and he picks all the ultimates. All of them. Every single one gets pressed, and
all the Qs are pressed, and looks
Nordics are coming out on top.
Yeah, Nordics come out on top despite pressing all the Qs for both teams, and Castle falling now. Its area just gets demeched. They're gonna want to stall it out maybe for percentage. No, yeah, the Crafter Black is just gonna abscond, but man, that was a nice fight from Nordics there. Just take the W, and yeah. May now, actually. Aquarius on the May now, so okay, yeah, Angry Toucan's just gonna transition to a more standard rush comp as opposed to the brawl, the 6-man brawl comp there. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna pay dividends. Snippy is already out. They're gonna take out Otter as well with help of that beat from Signet, just to keep everyone topped up, and Crafter Black is just popping heads left, right, and center. Yeah, man, he is just killing everyone with the Reaper character.
Absolutely.
It's not Friday though. It's not Friday, but he sure is making it look like it.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is they're at like 90, looks like 90% for the flip, and that is not good. You're about a 50% right now. 95 is the number, excuse me. So 95%, you can't afford to lose a fight, and they still get that use EMP. So you have to be able to defend against this EMP, and you do not have something like Beat to try to cancel that out if you can use it after the EMP. Should it be falling early is nice. And Otter's going down too is just really
Okay,
key.
yeah, castled. Oh, he just runs over half of Nordic, and yeah, Crafter Black there just to follow it up. I mean, you're reaching the end of well here for both these teams. Okay, yeah, it looks like Signet getting a little aggressive, taken out, but 84, 8, I think. Yep. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Wow. That's all I have to say. But unable to follow up is Angry Toucans EMP from Marlin just to make sure no one can use any of their abilities, and the Death Blossom from Schnippy just to clean everything up. Overtime has begun. The fight. Oh, the fight has to.
Nordics cannot lose
No,
this. They have to. They have no people. And this is where I think where they fall. They are gonna get eliminated from this.
They're running out of players. They have no people on the point.
You have one boop into
the boop though from Rorschach, this might be able to stall them out just long enough, but the May wall coming up huge here. You see Tracer coming back, but the Blizzard is just gonna zone everyone off. You see Marlin trying to keep himself alive, but he's unable to touch the point. Angry Toucans will advance to play Northeast Teabaggers later tonight.
Yeah, they make it to Loser's Ace, and well, we have to say goodbye, sadly, to, I'll even try to pronounce it today. Heimskautarefur, I think that's what it is.
Heimskautarefur,
like that.
the Nordic. Now we'll be getting taken out. We are joined now back. MFG, hello, welcome back.
Hello, hello. What a match that was. Latin America, as I had said, they win the game. Buen trabajo. Good job. But I think that it was definitely an interesting match. I said that time and time again, but this one had a draw. We haven't seen a draw in a while, so that was interesting. Both teams managed to take Anubis in their favor, and no one won, so that was fun.
Sure.
But what do you guys think happened? Because I know you guys both were saying that you thought that the Nordics had the upper hand. So do you think it was the Latin America playing better, or do you think it was them kind of slipping up?
Latin America, I think they definitely had the potential to win. I believe Nordics also showed a lot of potential. They made it close again. They had a draw. Each map was played relatively close, despite what the scoreline would suggest. Nordics are down a few of their players today. I noticed a notable omission today is that Rovere is not there, was not playing today, which could have attributed to some of to seeing the Rorschach here on support today, someone that's traditionally a player. So
yeah,
that could be kind of part of it. I believe Rovere having an actual main support player playing main support would have definitely helped him out a lot this match. But regardless, you can't be too disappointed with your result. You played a close match against Angry Toucans, so a lot of good Overwatch being played today. I mean, a draw, pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think a part of it was, I think I was kind of saying it earlier, I think a lot of the cohesion that you have with this Latin American squad, because they all know each other a lot more than what the Nordic team kind of had. They just have these scrims to form the team. It's something a lot more critical. You could see a lot more team play going on a bit more with Latin American than you saw with the Nordics. They kind of just had to rely on individual play. Unfortunately, when fights break down, that's not always what you can rely on.
Yeah,
and it was crazy, honestly. Just a lot of good stuff. You could tell that Latin America feel more comfortable with each other than the Nordic team, which a lot of attributions for that one.
Well, we can go ahead and hear from the winning team right now, because we have the one and only Dryad in the waiting room for an interview. Hola, Dryad. Congratulations on your win today.
Hi, thank you.
Were you guys a little nervous going up against the Nordics, or did you think that this was going to be an easy 2-0 for you?
Yeah, I said it yesterday in the interview. I wasn't really worried about kind of the losers bracket, the match that we just played, and the one that we have next. I think they should be easy wins. I believe in my team. They've been doing really good.
So going on to Anubis. So obviously you guys had the draw. When, during that match, did you guys get a little bit nervous when you saw the Nordics making a comeback, or were you okay with that and hoping to just come back stronger in the next map?
We never really thought about them making a comeback. It was just kind of fixing the mistakes that we made. I mean, it's also newbies, you know, so it's like pretty much expected to have a draw at one point in BPL. But we never really saw it as a draw or as them making a comeback. It was just trying to improve for the last map.
All right. Anyone else have any questions for our winning teammate?
I mean, yeah, you guys kind of got wiped by the Winter Soldiers yesterday. You guys are able to bounce back, take out the Nordic team today, which in my personal opinion, hindered by lack of kind of a main support player. But how are you guys feeling with your next match? Actually, what are you thinking about the Northeast Teabaggers?
Oh, I think it should be a good match, and it should be actually pretty good. I think we are gonna take it to without a draw this time, so that should be good.
Yeah, no draw to
Yep, no draw.
Yeah, draw. You see,
We appreciate
bracket up here.
We appreciate your ambition, Dryad, and good luck in your bracket run.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now we also have an opportunity to chat from Heimskautarefur. We've got Peepo on the line. Hello, Peepo.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Sorry to hear about that loss in your elimination from the tournament, but I still think you guys did really well, both yesterday and today, so I would pat yourselves on the back. And I have a little question for you, because I know Mustard pointed out that you guys may have been losing some players today. So could you say that was one of like the main reasons why you guys lost today, or was it just because of the Latin American just figuring out?
No Johns here, no Johns. Latin America did play better, but yeah, unfortunately we did have some player issues. Vincent wasn't able to play the whole weekend. Revere, his work got rescheduled for the entire weekend, so he couldn't play. So we had Roar filling on the Lucio there. He popped off though. I'm proud of the boys, and I think we all had
He
a
got
good
that
time
play of
too.
the game.
He did. He yoinked that play from me. That's okay.
Well, again, did you have fun? I'll ask you that, because obviously this is the end of your tournament run. That's a good
We
tier.
had a good time. It was fun playing with the boys. A good time on Team Nordic.
I appreciate the happiness.
You got
And
anything to say to the fans?
Yeah, I absolutely have something to say. I am one follower away from 100 followers on Twitch. Go to twitch.tv/Kirelex, KIRELEXX. That's my Twitch. It's not people. It's confusing. Give me the one follower I need, please. We're going to be... we come back for these next tournaments, you know?
Don't worry, I'll be the 100th follower.
Yeah. Come hit me with it. We won Sub 33. We won BPL Season 2. So I can't be too bad about losing the World Cup here. It was a good time.
Oh, you did? Wait, you won... Wait, who were you on ST? No, you were
Frogger mode, and then Catboy Crew.
Okay.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah,
it looks like you've
W's.
got a winning streak, but you can pass it on to some others. We all share the winning here. But thank you so much for chatting with us, Peepo. I wish you luck in your future BPL endeavors.
Thanks for having me, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. And stick around, you guys, because after this match, we've got another one coming for you. We got Team UK against Team Asura, aka the APAC team.
Bad Pachimari League has grown, it has become home to many from all walks of life, from all around the world. And now, to celebrate where we came from, to celebrate who we are, we have created a new tournament to see what the world has to offer. 12 teams from around the world, trialed and refined to their very best, will now face off against one another in a double elimination bracket. 2 strikes and you're out. It's a worldwide competition. And in a worldwide competition, the only thing you want to strike is gold. Welcome to the BPL World Cup.
Oh my god, it's a 5K from Toucans with a pulse bomb! But Sage is hot mustard, and all of a sudden this is anybody's fight. Drip tippers are still in it. Massive pulse bomb from Sage! What is that? Sage clutching it up.
Lennox holding on to the barrage, gets 3! Sunny from behind with 3 with a huge barrage, taking a crazy off angle once again. There's a lot of ults, there's a lot of colors, but it doesn't matter because it's just going to be a massive high noon from Yancha.
But Signet hits another massive shatter. Oh my lord. He's so good. He's just so good.
A pretty big flux. The trance is there to keep the team alive. Oh, the bombs, the bombs.
Oh my god!
Wings, they got some wind in their sails as well. They got grab coming in, will land perfectly, and the windows fly through in terms of damage.
That's a 4K in that. Nitro have absolutely insane. Pomku with the 6K.
Welcome to the Bad Pachimari League World Cup. This is the second day. We are in the upper bracket semifinals. We have the United Kingdom going up against Asura, which is team representing the APAC region. Hello, I am your host today. My name is Mustard. I think you saw me just earlier. We have Mara and Jace here on the casting desk. Hello. And going into this match, this is in a way this is the battle of colonizers. You have the United Kingdom going up against Asia. You're really pushing this, aren't you? Yeah, I am pushing. Will will Asia be able to come back? Will they bounce back? Maybe do a little bit of winning, or will the United Kingdom prevail on top? Maybe the trophy will finally come home. For one thing, for the United Kingdom, it's not going to be football. I'm gonna say that, right?
Much business.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Bracket. Well, never mind. The bracket's gone. Looking at these rosters, I guess. I'd say these are both some pretty stacked regions. You know, looking at UK, some unknown names, but definitely some very good players on both these, or at least on UK side. Mostly coming from Toxicinator's collegiate team, which I believe did something, and I don't know exactly what, but they won.
Champions, current champs of the UK collegiate scene, the Portsmouth Paladins. Yes, that's just in case to wrap you up, guys. In case you're not familiar with the UK, that's Rift, IW, Todos, Lukey Boy, and Sheep all come from Toxicinator's UK collegiate team. So they've got a lot of synergy together, and then they've got Mahir, Brute, and Protein Shake. So.
That's just additive at that point, you know. Some pretty all-around good players.
They're just stacking up on top of stacks. And if we talk a little bit about the APAC roster, you see a lot of familiar names, especially from last season. You know, like Ahi, the BPL Season 2 MVP. You have Joshin. You see Pandemonium. Just everyone on that roster is just people you've seen before in BPL, and here they are. It's just on the Asia team. Everyone of Asian descent is on that team. So yeah, rather stacked.
Yeah, I said it. I think I truly believe UK is stacked, but Asura absolutely. Look at the names in this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Pandemonium, BPL Season 2, MVP Ahi. We've got Brute. We've got Todos and Sheep. Those guys have made quite a splash in tournaments already. Todos in particular is crazy on that flex support. He's so good. He's been, every time I've had him, it's a joy to watch. Rift is currently playing tank as well. Not to mention Rift. If we get to King's Row, then every time I've seen Rift King's Row, he's unbeaten on Ash on King's Row. I truly believe it. This man does not lose on Ash on King's Row.
Well,
it's absolutely insane.
Maybe luckily, maybe unluckily though for APAC, for Asura, they will not have to go to King's Row because Hybrid is not in the map pool today. So
the map also just isn't in the pool. So
yeah, that is true. There is also no King's Row in the pool in general. So who do you guys got for this match? I mean, you know, both these rosters looking very stacked. Both these teams looking super strong coming out of yesterday. So who do you guys have taking the dub today?
I have to back the boys. Current country residents. They will send me back on a plane to Portugal if I don't pick them. So it's coming. It's coming home, people, lad. I guess I'm going for
me,
UK 2-1.
It has to be 2-1 for UK, but I think it's going to be closer than even that scoreline suggests. I think that Asia has very much impressed me, at least with their play, beating Nordic and beating EU West yesterday, both on Havana, both being spawn camped. We've been here before, is what I'm trying to say, and I believe this was Team Asia's map pick. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and you know, I just want to throw in my prediction before I believe. You know, it's coming home to me. It's going to APAC. We're taking this W. You guys have fun with this cast. I will see everyone later.
Goodbye, Mustard.
Goodbye, Mustard. So, upper bracket semis, Mara. Here we are. The stakes could only be higher if they were the grand finals. This is for a place in the upper bracket finals and then a chance to get into the grand finals. You cannot mess about. You can pull no punches. And Asura going with this very standard comp. They're going to rotate around this right side. Are he going to be on Stigma? Not something we've seen him on quite much, more so known for the Diva. Joshua on the May though, so they're really going for this. Brawl, hold the first door, buy as much time off the clock as possible. That is the game plan for Asura, right?
Yeah, I mean, not much has changed. Like, this is what they've been doing for the entire tournament. In both matches that they've played, they've spawn camped on this map, and I can only assume, yep, they're doing it again. And in a rush mirror here, I could definitely see both. I really don't see a clear favorite here, but UK has definitely seemed to favor the rush. But Mahir and Rift are already taking so much damage. The lamp being used so early by Totos, and Rift falls is like immediately after. He does get frozen up, and the lamp is used, but that's just a solidly one fight for the side of APAC there. But this is still a spawn hold that can fall apart at any second.
Yep, and they're going to have really, really long respawns, so Asura have to play very, very safe. They cannot make a mistake, but they've drained 30 seconds off the clock, and I think Mahi's going to have a very difficult time on Diva as this series going on. He puts so much pressure on this last one, but they have to act quick. They've got that ice set on Ahi already. Look, falls so low, that lamp is forced from Paul.
Absolutely great rush from the side of UK, but no picks seemingly come off it. High Noon used by Kart just to make some space, as well as the window used from Paul, but crucially, Dilby gets killed by the wall charge, and then the shatter used by Rift just to put salt into the wound there. That is UK breaking the spawn hold here.
There we go, they finally managed to crack the Da Vinci code, and it's going to take a window from Todos to do it. The shatter from Rift came in from good measure as well, but good fundamentals from Team UK. That wall from Lukey Boy came in, it came fast, they managed to get Dilby out from there. They played slow and sort of just controlled it with that amplification matrix that I mentioned to come out from the Baptiste of Team UK, and now they have forward control, they have push. However, on the flip side, it's going to be both of these mates, both Josh and Lukey Boy, going to be racing to the splitters. I think that's going to be the next crucial ultimate to come up in this fight. But I say that
it's actually swapped over to the Sim here, so now they're going to have a lot more pressure on the shield of Rift, and especially with that flux coming down, no kills seemingly off it yet. Just forcing the lamp from Totos, I believe. Shatter from Dilby picks up or connects onto 2, but the B coming in from Sheeps really doesn't, just completely eliminates that. Rift taking so much
mail was cancelled. Oh, it's disaster for your Team UK. Lukey Boy's mail was cancelled. I believe it was either Flashbind or Rot, and I thought that it could have potentially been Panic Stations for Asura. The flux from Ahi was huge, but unfortunately UK just managed to stick it and stay dry, and there was no one really able to punish and clean up the amount of cooldowns that were forced by that flux to open the fight from Ahi. But they managed to hold Asura. However, it's a very, very expensive fight, so now not really too much on the board. Paul really hoping that he can clutch out, but unfortunately he's going to have to go against an early amplification matrix that's come out from Todos any second here. Here we go.
Good wall coming in from Joshin to just completely nullify that. And crucially, my hero's getting split, but they're not on the point right now. They need to get back onto the point. Seems like it's happened. Rift got pinned by Dilby, and now that the May wall and the Baptiste window being used for the side of Asura, that should just be another one fight for the side of Asura.
Yeah, and slowly the wealth, the bank of ultimates from Asura has slowly dripped dry. They do have those double tank ults to go, and I think we're really seeing, ladies and gentlemen, not only I think the difference in player, but more so the difference in pick. Arhi on that Sigma has gotten so much value with that off-angle look, Garchomp, Brute, AK, that I have to go over to that Reaper just to force the WK. They really need to run on them as much as possible. Still, he's got his eyes on a slam in the back line. Oh, and it's everyone.
Photos, but that's it. That's actually huge there. That's exactly what you need from a TP Shatter there. And the tanks from UK are just so low with that Baptiste healing without the lamp. They're just going to fall eventually. Rift somehow still alive on a smidgen of HP, but this is just cleanup now from Asura. The Symmetra here is doing a lot of damage, especially with that teleport going into the backline. Just getting even one with that Shatter is just massive because you can't lamp it if your Baptiste is on the ground.
Absolutely, and it's penultimate fight. That's its last fight, and UK are going to have to scramble to payload, and they've just really been able to unstick this damage that's come through from carts, and it's just so much pressure onto them, and they're falling slowly but surely. But Lucky Boy, can he stick this Blizzard? There we go. Looks like it could be big, and they've absolutely found this Reinhardt.
But Garchomp falls, and Mahir as and Totos as well, and now the entirety of UK is just falling to the absolute damage of the inevitable damage of Asura. This really is just Stall coming in with a beat from Sheep, and that is a first hold for the side of Asura.
Not something I would have expected. Asura's Brawl, didn't think would match up to Team UK just based on synergy, but wow, the pick, the differences, that Sim and that Sigma from Cort and Arhi, honestly, just doing so much work. The lamps as well, obviously, mentioned to come down from Paul, I believe, were borderline perfect as well. That Baptiste just sort of kept those tanks up forever and forever. Asura had so much sticking power on this defense. It felt like they just couldn't die. Whether that's target focus, that's just taking too much poke, and it was a losing battle. It was a downhill slide. It felt like they were having to climb, the mountains of Nepal, Team UK, to be able to even get onto Asura. And when they did, they just got collapsed on immediately in it. It was honestly a landslide hold of 87 meters. They're going to have 4 minutes to do it. They sucked the time bank out so perfectly. Did this APAC defense, and now they're looking very, very comfortable. It has to be a miraculous hold here for UK, and let's hope for any people lads in the chat they can wake up for this defensive hold and hopefully map 2.
UK pulling out the Symmetra, not something they've really ran out like a whole lot here, at least from what I've seen of them.
I believe Dilby's going to do the funny Orisa again if production go on it. Oh, never mind.
What the... Okay. Thank you, Pandemonium. I really needed to see this. I didn't know that was a thing you could do in this map, to be honest, but yeah.
Funny emo.
UK is setting up for a spawn hold here. Oh, the Sim.
They're going to go for it. This is a wall that's forced out early though from Lucky Boy, so it has to be an S key for UK. Actually, no, the colours are flipped round, sorry, my bad. And Team UK now with the wall advantage. But good from Arhi and Mahi, where they've matched each other on this thing.
Wait, Rift? Oh, Rift. Oh, Rift. You killed the You killed the Sim.
Oh,
it doesn't seem like it's gonna be enough here. The side of UK is just falling like flies here, and it's just inevitable that both teams have just broken the spawn hold almost immediately here. I believe Asura held for a little bit longer, but that's really about it. Crucially though, Lucky Boy does actually have a pretty substantial lead on the Blizzard right now, and that's going to be necessary if they're going to hold. They're going to successfully full hold on Havana here. Like, it's going to have to be built up very rapidly.
We all know about how ultimates work. Both of these windows are going to be up, obviously, because it's first fight. Particularly if Lucky Boy can stick this Blizzard once both of these windows come out, it's going to be a massive advantage for UK. And if they can snowball it, hey, it's going to look very tasty. That's the first pick onto the Sim, so UK looking to breathe easy here and hopefully clean up a clean fight with no ultimates applied. How big would that be for the 3 Lions here?
Seems like that, at least for the moment, Asura is still just getting some card push, which isn't the worst result in this fight here. Not investing any ult. The Blizzard as well, investing in Lucky Boy. I'd say that's a little bit of a misplay there. I don't think they had really much of a chance of winning that fight, being down the Symmetra in that fight. But, I mean, better safe than sorry, especially in a situation where you could lose in a full hold.
Exactly, like, you know, they falter for a second, so I don't mind it too much. Yes, they give up the Blizzard, the most important ultimate, but Asura have to rotate, and they have to rotate into all this ultimates that they've got. They've got Flux from Marhe, and they've got obviously that window from Todos as well, so there's so much spam damage available, and with high ground control for the UK, they can just chill for now, wait for Asura to move and sort of strike first, get them in the back, chef them in the back, just like you would in a UK dag. That's a huge Flux from Marhe.
Absolutely massive. Picking up Pandemonium, even with a lamp.
Oh, the Blizzard from Joshin!
That's the Blizzard,
I think
though.
it's a
That's
mistake!
crucial. Oh, no.
Oh, it's a huge mistake from Joshin.
There, but that's not particularly bad when you consider that they have a teleporter and a Lucio to get that Rhine back that fast.
I'm just going to call it. Call me biased, whatever you want. I think it's a mistake from Joshin. Blizzard, it's got to be the first ultimate. It's got to be the last ultimate. By the last, I mean there are no other Q buttons in the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. And Joshin's ultimate came out too little too late. They were down so many, and that's... You're laughing all the way to the bank now if your Team UK puts them in a more comfortable position. Yes, they gave up the Flux, but as I said, look at this sim wall. It's going to be ready to go for Brute any second now. They can split and just run on them. They found cards. Can they get him? Yes, they do. They run him over.
Trading for Sheep, though, the window comes out as well on card. It's kind of just there. But with, I believe, Dilby using a Shatter, or not even, the Flux actually from Ahib, getting a kill onto Brute and onto Rift and to Mahir, but it still just looks like another one fight for the side of UK.
40 seconds left.
Scraped out early in the end. This is looking like a fuller hold, lads. I see it.
It's not been pretty. It's been clever, but it's not been pretty. It's not been the most flashy Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen, but it's been solid. They found the sim, UK. Their target selection, their target priority has been absolutely perfect. There was no sim. And Ahi fell early in the fight as well, I think. And from there, Garchomp, aka Brute, was just able to run rampant on that Symmetra, found so many basically on his own, was able to swing it pretty much by himself with that shield from Marhe just in twain as well. And now 10 seconds left and ticking down. Asura have got to jump fast, and if he falls...
The boots. Oh, that's perfect. With the shadow from Dilby, that's even bigger. Oh my gosh, I think UK has done it. They've successfully
they've got it.
held.
Oh my. What a dramatic first end to this map, ladies and gentlemen. I thought for sure that it was going to be setting for the land of the second sun. I agree with Rift. This map is absolutely fucking dog shit. Never seen Havana second in my life. Oh my, and my heart rate is through the roof right now. I need I need some insurance. Thank God I'm in the UK and not North America, because I would be paying what, 1k for a hospital ride. Anyway, this slam from Rift was cataclysmic. This was insurance inducing. This was, oh my, and Dilby landed a fat one as well. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but cometh the hour, cometh the man. Rift is clutch on DPS, but on tank apparently even more so. UK draw first blood, and I have absolutely no idea how.
There's two words. There's more than two. Neither of these teams can attack very well, I suppose. That's really about it. Like, it seemed that they were both in their element on defense, holding with the Symmetra, but as soon as they got to the attack, some switch flipped in their brain, I guess, because they just lost all ability to really be coordinated, or not necessarily be discoordinated, but they just lost a lot of their teeth, it seemed like. I'm not sure.
They lost the tempo. What really went well for Asura in round one was that, I think, ability to kite away, and it felt like they were almost out-rotating and over-forcing Team UK, but that sim switch and that sim and Sigma switch, I think, from Brute and Marhe really led them. They got them back on the horse, and they got them galloping away from there. The tempo for UK was all about it. Was front and forward, tempo, push, and they just kind of ran the Golden Suns, the monkey, the Sun Wukong, with the, I believe that's Wukong. There's probably no any other Monkey King in Asian lore.
I think you're right. Maybe
I think it's Wukong.
I don't know. But I get your point.
They kind of ran them
running
off the
circles
field.
around them.
Yeah,
like as soon as I got the Symmetra, Brute, even if he is off rolling, he has very good game depth considering he's formerly a Contenders player.
Yeah, it's still Brute, man. Yes, he's like 4.6, maybe even 4.7 on off tank, but this guy is definitely no slouch on DPS. He's going to be 4.4, 4.5 easily. And when they've got a team that can play around him, he's slotting in so well.
It's just, there's so much pre-existing synergy that you can slot in these players who, while they haven't exactly been, playing with these players previously, they have a lot of good mechanical skill and game sense to where they can really keep up with what the core of the Portsmouth Paladins, I suppose their name is doing.
Yeah. They could be more synergized as well. Obviously not to discredit Mahir. Mahir so good on that map, by the way. He's going up against BPL Season 2 MVP, top 500, Recurve's made Cafe, played in open division against some of the best in North American. Ahi, ladies and gentlemen. Ahi is no joke on the Sigma. Mahir went up, did an absolutely stellar job. The point I was going to make is they could bring even more synergy in from the UK, but hey, they're feeling very confident running what I thought and what I assume most many think is the backup. IW is running into, I believe, some issues with just internet and stuff back in his place. So they have to swap out the off tank at the last minute, and Rift and IW would have tank synergy. And tank synergy, all we know, it's been the core, it's been the balance, it's been the very essence of Overwatch. So to break that and to almost come in at full speed, it's I can't gas him up enough, man. Mahir, very, very impressive to come in and slot in as well. We all knew Brute could come in and slot in, which is a crazy player, but in particular, a big shout out to Mahir, and was a seamless cog in the wheel for UK as they put off a very impressive full hold. But now, Asura, they got to bounce back, and it's going to be their map pick to do it.
I believe I can check. Give me a second. We're going to the Temple of Anubis. Yeah. Any predictions for compositions from either of these teams, or really any thoughts?
I don't want to leak too much on Team UK, obviously, having casted a lot of these guys and scrimmed against these guys, as I've said like a million times before. Ball, good on this map. Ash, very good on this map. Unfortunately, those two are on the off rolls. So whether we see a swap of roles, I don't think so. I think they're probably just going to stick with Rift on the main tank, with Lukey and on the DPS, Cheap and Todos on those supports, and Mahir in as well. I believe there will be no swap for Team UK. Protein Shake may come in, I believe, actually, as well. One thing we haven't seen one thing we could see is Sombra from Lukey Boy. Very, very known for that pick across as well. Builds up PMP that's extraordinarily fast. I'll put it to you, Mara. What do we think Asura, the Pacific APAC region, can do here to break this open? What comps, what heroes? Is it just a case of adjusting and sticking on that same composition? What do you think?
Joshin, known Pharah player, I'll say. Temple of Anubis is a very good Pharah map. So if they're on the attack, or even honestly on the defense, I could definitely see them pulling it out. Pharah is very, very good on Anubis. Maybe I'm just completely wrong, but it definitely seems like something they could run here.
I think it's playable. Sure, it's a low hitbox. It's kind of open towards the first point. The dominance of hitstand on particularly that high ground, but I've seen Pharah run with very, very high degrees of success, particularly on the first point, on that defense. I always think it's something that I guess shouldn't work. I don't think it should work in theory, but it does. We've seen dominant Pharah performances, dominant Echo performances from some of the best in our league. Recurve, Dynamic, Raptor put on a clinic on the B stream on Pharah on this map. So I think you're absolutely right. Pharah can be played. I'm not quite sure how, but it seems that even in the lowest skybox, I guess the Egyptian bird just gets a buff being on the Egyptian map. But let's talk about this comp from Asura. It's exactly what I want to see. Dilby on this Winston, Ahi on that Zarya, Joshin on that Echo. It's double bubble defense. It's standard as you like. They've played this a million times before, and it's just a case of fundamentals. So it's Team UK going over to the double bubble, and Rift this time, as IW has actually come in for this map. So never mind, and he could play Rift on the Sigma.
Yeah, I mean, like, double bubble versus double shield is just a tale as old as time, at least recently. But right now, it just looks like a lot of your Team UK take so much poke on approach.
Yeah.
From the Ash, from Dubu, it's a lot of damage in general here.
Look at his ult charge already. Yes, that window comes up from Todos, but that's because of the spam of this. They just couldn't kite, I think, Asura. Wasn't really too much of a fight to go on. And look how energized he is. Look how much ultimate charge he's got. He's just ready to go in there. But unfortunately, the rest of his team just gets blown up around him. Team UK with the pure rotations of double shield. And it's the unfortunate part about Baptiste, ladies and gentlemen. That window comes up before anything else on the battlefield. And Asura weren't ready. They couldn't rotate in time and they got blown up for it. Now 5 minutes 48 left in the timeline.
Looking at this second point defense here, honestly, Asura isn't close to too many ults. Dilby is yep, never mind. Just gets that Primal Rage in one leap there, and that's definitely going to be very helpful as well as Josh having that duplicate here. I guess onto the Orisa or onto the Sigma ideally. If this Primal Rage can just displace them enough to secure some picks from Dubu or from Josh, and even it's going to be exactly what they need here. Indra as well is definitely getting very close to that nano boost, probably onto the Winston of Dilby. Dilby right now though taking a lot of points and grabbing Ahi.
There we go.
Massive.
They needed a response. It was unfortunate the shield the fortifier had gone down from IW. Don't want to correct you on stream, Mara. Unfortunately, that's how you say it. It's a difficult name, so I don't get you.
My apologies.
Yeah, it is. It is IW, I believe, is how you say that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
Yeah, there's no issue. It's fine.
Yeah, reading is difficult. But luckily for Team UK, I guess they burn ultimates. But Asura, hey, they only commit the Graviton Surge and the Primal. They've still got this copy and this Nano. The Nano for this comp, ladies and gentlemen, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. It is a primary win condition. Here we go. It's going to get applied onto Dilby. And this monkey is borderline unkillable. Gold Dominator, doing what he's best. Doing what he's named after, dominating the golds. But this Luki trade onto Hardy could potentially be impactful. No big res.
He does get rezzed up though. Dilby is very deep right now, taking a lot of poke damage. But Dilby is still close to another Primal Rage. We'll probably get it in 1-2 more leaps here. Bob coming in from Dubu, also known as Gold Dominator, and it's gone in the blink of an eye. And now with this window, oh yeah, these windows from Toto's have been absolutely massive. Lucky Boy as well in the backline, duping the Winston, killing so many here. The Dominator and Indra, and now this should just be a lightning fast time for the side of Team UK.
It looks like they've managed to stick everyone onto point. They're going to have a really good recontest with this High Noon, this Brigitte as well. They're going to be so unmovable from this point, even with those two shields and the potentially flimsy one Spado down. 3 minutes 40 left. Everyone's going to be scrambling onto the point. Gold Dominator goes first, followed by Pandemonium, followed by Ahi. Josh and trying to stall as much as he can with this recall. This Winston Primal though could buy valuable precious seconds here, and I don't think there's a recontest. Sorry, I don't think there's a fight in it really to win for us. It's just about draining this clock.
3:24 is a very respectable time on Anubis, especially. Also, to correct you, Gold Dominator is also known as Dubu. If you have it's kind of a long-winded name, so
fair enough.
Yeah.
Dubu, yeah. I thought so. Just I looked at the thing and I was like, "There's no Gold Dominator here." Dubu. So have your Discord name and your sign-up name be the same as your in-game name, please, guys. Don't make it difficult in future. One thing that wasn't difficult though. Well, I'll flip it back to the game. I said his name too many times. How good were those window engages from Team UK off the back of Kodos? Dodged them lightning fast. It found 2 kills every time. Admittedly, it was only twice, but Team UK, their macro there, their composure there. They set up, they composed, they generated, they cooldown rotated. They got close to that window, they took a bit of poke, then they went with window, they went with Orisa Holt from IW, they committed every single thing that they had left. Every cooldown came down, the dynamite, stickies, the rock, the primary fires, the damage boost in tow as well. And they just blew someone from Asura up. It's just crazy, crazy good synergy from Team UK. I really can't get over how impressive that was from a fundamental synergy standpoint of view.
I mean, just how much follow-up there was on those windows was just it was incredible. And now UK is running the Junkrat Echo. I think they're doing just a little bit of trolling here from the side of Brute, which I mean,
I don't mind it. It's one of the maps you can play Junk on.
That's true. That's true. Right now though, they're just trying to play this double bubble with a D.Va, I guess. He definitely seems a little bit more comfortable in this D.Va, at least when he's pulled it out here. And now it's just waiting for the engage, and this is exactly what you do in double bubble here. You just build up the nanos, you have another one to engage, you get the primal. You know, it's kind of an equation at this point. It's just what do you have and when do you have it.
Beautiful confines knocked Winston away though from Brute, and they just executed with no jump. They'll be left in no man's land. So that's one of the uses of the Junkrat, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons why the bubble is so good, because the bubble that could come out from Ahi on Zarya could block away that conch mine. Instead, it's not to be DM'd. But I think Ahi is absolutely right here. I'm not going to question him. There is too much damage to come out from Team UK that needs to be DM'd. So much poke, you can tell just by the ultimates. Look, Lukey Boy with that damage boost from Sheep, that duplicate is ready to go.
I mean, this is just going to probably be a pretty open and cut and dry fight here. Duke comes in here, versus the Nano Winston. Gilby taking so much damage, just falls because of the window from Toto, I believe. Lukey Boy trying their hardest to get Indra, having a little bit of issues, but they should secure the kill in the end there. But Joshin on the Sigma is popping off right now. The Dutch playing the Dutch hero, who could have figured? I kind of just natural synergy, I guess, and now that's a pretty, I'd say it's a pretty decent first cap from the side of Asura here. Obviously slower than Team UK's, but nothing to sneeze at.
Absolutely not, and again, for narrative, ladies and gentlemen, look at the ults who committed that fight from Team UK. I believe they committed Bongo, they committed Duplicate, and they committed the window from Dodos. And what did Asura do? They used only the Nano and the Echo. So that's a huge boon for Asura. It's a huge accruing of ult advantage there as they look to snowball into point B with 4 minutes 56 left on the clock. There's a huge window, there's a very big window for Asura to be able to really crack this fight open and take it right to Team UK.
I mean, throwing a Bob out into point here honestly is a no-brainer. You gotta use these ults here. You have 5 minutes to build up another bank of ults similar to this, but it seems like they're trying to play the slow game here, just trying to build up closer to that nano boost so Dilby doesn't immediately die going in here, which is completely understandable. The turret from Garchomp as well has fallen. Crucial pick from them. Bob comes out, Valkyrie as well. Bomb goes in. So many ults being used from the side of APAC, but right now it's fine. Indra on the high ground because of the
Indra's alive! How is Indra alive?
The pocket from Pandemonium, I guess, and now this is really just a good amount of cleanup from the side of APAC. They might cap with a faster time bank if they play their cards right here, because they have a nano boost and they have a duplicate for this long staggered out fight here. Garchomp getting isolated on the right. Oh, could not get back into spawn. That's something you cannot let happen here. And APAC right now is looking exactly perfect on this double bubble with this engage here, and it looks like they are about to cap here. It's just cleanup at this point.
Yeah, this dive was borderline perfect. It was so patient as well from the Sora, and they're going to be able to take down Team UK one by one. They are going to be getting roughly the same time bank. Luki may be able to swing this with a copy, however, if they manage to find one of the bad plan, but I doubt that's going to happen. Pandemonium's got Valk any second, and Indra has just been absolutely unkillable on this. Anna has been so safe as the peel from Pandemonium. He's been MVP-esque. And
I think they've actually flipped it, or maybe not. The dupe is killed, and the Bob, another Bob from Dubu comes out here. That's exactly what you need to just finish out this fight. It took so long that you build up a second Bob, which, to be fair, Bob isn't that fast of an ultimate.
But if you can build it while Bob is actually out, by the way. I'm not sure if that's still in the game.
That's crucial. It is still in the game. Yes, it is obnoxious.
Balanced.
It is very obnoxious.
That's obnoxious. You could technically get 2 Bobs then, because I'm sure if you window dynamited 6 of them. Obviously, if you had a Baptiste and you throw your dynamite through the window with Bob out, I'm sure you could get like 40-50% on that. But nonetheless, as we said, Asura, so patient. They really gambled, I think, particularly Rift with that Flux, tried to find Indra on that Anna. Correct target choice. They waited for the bomb, just managed to dodge it. No one fell to that entry bomb from Ahi that came out in response to the early Flux from Rift. It was a nice idea from Ahi, unfortunately couldn't punish. Rift tried to go for the counter punish to lift his Anna up, but Indra did not die thanks to the Valkyrie healing from Pandemonium. As I said, MVP level peel from Asura, to be honest. Ahi, Pandemonium, both so clean at keeping the important pieces for this Asura comp alive, and that's Dilby and that's Indra. And from there, they carried it all the way to the bank, and when they needed cleanups as well, it came in from Joshin and Dubu as well. So overall, solid. Asura making a real statement claim on Anubis. It was their map pick. They look comfortable, and they're trying to hopefully ride this out and send it to a map 3, but Team UK not ready to go home yet with this Brig and Torb. We've got the Lindholm combo ready to say fuck you to this dive comp that can come out from Asura.
And right now, this is exactly like the position you want to be for Asura. Sure, they got a slightly slower time bank by about 10 seconds, but they looked very comfortable on attack here. And as long as they can repeat something similar to what happened, even just capping first, is absolutely crucial for what you need here for Asura. But with Josh falling that early, that's not exactly how you want to start this. But Indra is building up to that primal, or to that nano pretty rapidly.
I got the Mercy.
Lukey Boy, picking the Mercy there, that can't happen. That is going to drain a lot of time from here, because Joshin can't really peek because of the Torb turret, and from Lukey Boy just putting a lot of pressure in. And
it's so much sideline pressure.
It's just 10 seconds that you have to waste here.
Yeah, they do have the nano ready to go though, so with that spam they build it up, and this is going to be borderline uncontested, but great conk mine again, great whip shot actually, that would have been from Sheik to displace that nano. Winston though got his sights set on Toros on that Baptiste. Can he find him? Here we go, looks like Asura ready to move in, but no, Ilby falls.
Ilby falls, but Lukey Boy falls in return. The window comes in from Totos, which has definitely been terrifying from them before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're so scared of it that they just are just going to wait it out. And now that gives them time to get these players back.
They did manage to find the red onto Dobby though, so they can push the advantage as now this Winston is free to cleave. Died 1% on Dobby. Look, 1% on that nano. Joshin is forced to copy. 26 seconds left. It have to be big from Joshin.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The Arista barely walked out of it, but IDW still does fall from the side of Team UK, and now Joshin's in there, really just dealing so much damage with his damage boost. And the Bob as well from Dubu is just putting a lot of pressure there, but again, they're just holding inside the mini room. What are you going to do? It seems finally that they've gotten some picks here, but even then, this is so much time being drained off the clock from Team UK here. The lamp as well from Toto is so well timed, but it's not going to be enough to save them. And just unfortunately, that's what happens in these long extended fights. When they can come back, they can, the attackers rather, have the spawn advantage. So they can come back, keep funneling 1 to 2 players on the point. They don't have to, overinvest your entire team. As opposed to UK kind of just being stranded there in that mini room, not being able to do a whole lot.
No. But UK now, 30 seconds left on the clock. Huge point A cap for Asura. However, United Kingdom not to all doom and gloom for them. They have clear ult advantage going into this defensive hold. I just thought it was going to be enough for that point A. They had Molten Core and they had Rally. Both Garchomp and Sheik making it so hard for them to engage. Can it be the bomb? Can it be an MVP level bomb? No, it doesn't.
It does get Rift though. That's a pick. That's anything to get kills here, but Dilby falling in return. Sheep as well though, being traded out by Joshin. They need to keep ping-ponging on this point though. Reminder, they are in overtime. Inter right now getting pressured so hard by Duplicate Diva. And now, being down your Ana and your Echo and your Diva, that's really just a second point hold in overtime here for the side of Team UK.
Looks like they are going to get it in the end. Asura just not having the ultimates, not having the defensive position. They needed time, did this composition to beat out the honestly bunker that came out from United Kingdom. They were unmoved. They knew that Asura were going to pile onto them. They stuck the burst damage. Asura were unable to pop anyone instantly. I believe only getting the Torbjorn turret and maybe forcing that copy out from Lukey. But 6 versus 6, once those tanks from Asura are on top of United Kingdom, Team UK, the Lions, they were just kind of instantly popped by so much damage that came through. I actually thought for sure UK were going to hold it on A somehow. But I guess that way Asura just hyper committed to taking that point A cap. They absolutely had to, right? Obviously. But they managed to draw so many ultimates out. Yeah, they drew so many ultimates out. That lamp, that rally from Sheep and Toros, that backline, that synergistic backline of Team UK, that Portsmouth backline, could have potentially clutched it out for them, as if Rift would have been able to stick through that lamp. He had rally armor getting on him rapidly by the second, but unfortunately was not managed to live through the primal, through the swinging hands of Dilby. And now
I see a Farah.
I do, Joshin. I guess it's not really panic stations, but it's definitely time to get serious. Pull out the pocket.
Honestly,
pick.
I think it's a decent pick here because of how close they're playing together. If they can deal enough splash damage to where Dilby can go in with these damage boosted rockets and secure picks off it, it could definitely work because of just how close UK has to play together with this double shield.
Absolutely. They're going to elect to not even go for the double shield, going to go for the Diva, so maybe sensing out the Farah, but it's all about the rotation. If UK manage to make the rotation, they win. If Asura manage to splash and kill in this rotation that can come out from Joshin and Dubio, aka Gold Dominator, then it's going to be huge. But look at this full charge already from Joshin, going to get a damage shot. Oh my!
That was a nice shot.
Recurve in the chat, doing his best recurve impression. King of the Skies, perhaps. Joshin showing up there. That's a huge direct, so clean.
That's a good whip shot, actually, from the side of Sheep there, just to get some Inspire out. But they're just stranded in this mega room right now. They can't do a whole lot. They need to get out, and with how much spam the DPS of Asura are putting onto them right now, it's definitely going to be difficult. Totos, though, are already close to another window here. And Aki as well, falling at a mech. Totos is going to get the window here, and this looks like a first point hold with or first point cap rather, with a pretty decent time bank for the side of UK here. Asura does have some.
Do they get a rift
but-
smack? It could be potentially big if they get rift smack. Gonna have to wait a little second.
They do.
Same old story, ladies and gentlemen. Same map, same old story. Team UK playing a bunker comp with Orisa, and they win the fight off of Todos. It was a beautiful direct onto Lukey Boy to really stave off. So that's going to deny the Echo copy. Echo, one of the best heroes, actually. Not that I mentioned it, the whole map. Echo, beautiful, really, really good. So effective at being able to snowball into point B with this duplicate. It's one of the things that we saw, particularly from Genji in the past. It's why Echo is played over Genji right now. That ability to snowball with duplicates.
Oh, that's so bad.
No snowball for Team UK. As
That
they just
is-
no DM.
Yeah.
No DM. Josh
Honestly,
goes
that's-
absolutely sicko mode. As this Nano was, however, committed from Indra just to shore up that fight from Dilby.
That's a perfect fight there, honestly. That's like all you use with the Nano there. You built the Primal Rage. You have basically every other ult you'd want, other than the Nano, obviously.
Yeah.
But this is a very good position from Asura. But not to mention UK's, or not to forget, UK's ults bank as well is not looking too shabby either.
So
having basically everything.
It's plundering level, but who needs ults when you've got Joshin 3K with the barrage? That's 1 ult versus 4. Now with 22 seconds left, it was such a hefty bank. It was, UK had plundered all the corners of the world. Colonization jokes, yee, I guess. But it doesn't even matter. It looks like this map is going to be all but a draw. IW potentially may be able to touch, but I saw they were down on ultimates, down on tempo. Joshin, I think Joshin has touched out, I think.
Oh no, sleep drop!
It's a huge sleep from Pandemonium. Wow.
Oh.
What a fantastic 2 individual clutches. I see it. Telescope emoji, Pandemonium. He sees the lines. So it's not all joy and rainbows for Asura, as that map is going to be a draw, ladies and gentlemen. But it's just some individual fantastic clutches from the second Suns, the APAC region. Ahi here with this play of the game. Joshin with that barrage. Pandemonium with that sleep at the end. Wow,
That sleep was incredible.
Yeah, that sleep cannot be understated, ladies and gentlemen. That's potentially game-saving. Look at the ultimate bank that UK had to win. They were never losing that fight if they got to take it. But he who strikes first, strikes the hardest, and that's exactly what Asura did.
Great sleep from the side of Indra there from Asura. It was Indra, by the way, not Pandemonium was on the Mercy, I believe it was.
Fair. Big up then, Indra. Apologies for, I believe Pandemonium's normally more of the... Is Pandemonium more of the flex sport? I believe they...
Main sport player, mostly, yeah.
Oh, it's just I've seen them on Baptiste in Double Shield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Apologies. But Indra, either way, huge props to you, Chief. That was maybe the biggest sleep you're ever going to hit.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think you can hit many bigger sleeps in that. Yes. Not Lukey. Yes, IW on the board managed to kind of just roll straight into you, but hey, come with the hour, come with the man. And, brushing up on the art of war, Asura. I see you channeling your Asian ancestors. Bit of Sun Tzu there. He who strikes first strikes hardest. A bowl is most useful when it's empty, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Asura pulling the cat out the bag there. Really pulling it.
Yeah. I really want to credit the support line of Asura there. They played so well in that map. So many clutch nanos. I mean, obviously the sleep, yes, of course, but there were so many good anti-nades as well coming in from Indra onto individual targets that obviously we didn't call out because we're big dumb stupid casters. But yeah.
Credit where credit is due.
Impressive. It was
supports. Supports are always the silent carry, ladies and gentlemen. They are the snakes in the shadows. They really are the lesser spotted and venomous vipers. That we don't give them enough credit. Obviously, we've harped on about Todos as well, but that's only just the effectiveness of the windows, and that requires team as well. But all 4 supports in this lobby so far have been exceptional. They've been so good. And what it's allowed is it's just allowed these DPS and these tanks for both of these teams to just fling, Geneva Convention breaking level haymakers at each other. It's just war crime after war crime. Both of these teams butting heads so massively. It's crazy the level of destruction these teams have been throwing against each other, but the supports have been sticking them and really just making sure that they go back tenfold. And no, sir, you will not die today. But yeah, credit to these supports. The Silent Carry is doing so well.
The supporters of Asura really just keeping their hopes and dreams of winning this series alive right now.
Honestly,
it's absolutely crucial. And I mean, not to discredit the support the Team UK. They were playing extremely well as well, but like
cut off
Asura's
one
supports
cut off
individually-
one of their attack, pretty much.
Yeah, it was incredible from both sides. Okay, IW said calm ID. Okay, cool.
ID.
Yeah. Map has not been decided yet, so we're kind of just yapping about here.
I believe it is Asura's pick, correct? It will still be Asura's pick on the map.
Yes, because they did lose first map. Unless they change the rules or
However-
change, in which case, I don't know.
However, I believe the map will be hybrid.
Is it a hybrid or is it control?
What have we had so far? We've had a payload and we've had a 2CP. So arguably the two worst modes in the game.
It is control.
Okay. So we are going to be going to a control. Team UK. I think I'd favour them on control. Looked very good on control yesterday. Control is all about, unfortunately, synergy, ult rotations, neutral fights, compositions. And if there was ever a time for a Team UK to synergy diff, to coach diff, if there's any time for Tox to put his greedy little paws all over this series and really leave a mark on it, it could be now. If Team UK, if they come out strong, if they come out synergized, if they come out clean, they come out correct on Ilios here, then it could be good. However, it is control, and we are going over to maybe the one map Team UK don't want to go over to. Why? The ball, the Farah, the Echo. This is absolutely Joshin's time to shine. I believe if there's going to be anyone, if there's anyone that you don't want to face in this community on Ilios, I think Joshin is one of them. I would say second only to Recurve or Raptor there. To Big Brian over. I can't believe his first name is Brian, by the way. But yeah, second, such a generic name for such an ungeneric human being. Really a mind sticker is Recurve. But we've seen so many good Pharaohs in this tournament. Dynamic, Raptor, that'll piss Recurve off. But yeah, Raptor was clean last match. Raptor, Recurve, Dynamic, and now Joshin potentially gets to state his claim. We are going to be, I believe, on Lighthouse. It's going to be the docks below.
Yes, we are on Lighthouse.
I love Ilios' map design. It's just a shame that Ruins is just the worst fucking map in the game. It's the worst control point in the game. God, I just hate so much about Overwatch. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I could rant about it all day. But what I do love is both of these competitions. UK on the 6-man rush that Top loves ever so much since the Frogger mode comp. Whereas Asura going back to the famous, the aforementioned classic APAC double bubble.
I mean, yeah, APAC has definitely favored this comp quite a bit. I mean, obviously, on the last map especially. But Dilby getting melted so fast. What? I guess Dilby got hacked, and then the entirety of Team UK just kind of pressed W, ran it down mid, and melted that monkey.
Yep, Monkey Don't Know More, circa 2012 Harambe incident, I believe. This is actually how Team UK want to do it. The way you beat this comp from Asura that came out was just you essentially fucked the monkey. Don't take that too far, ladies and gentlemen. You kill the monkey, you don't actually... Anyway, never mind. Asura are going to have to make the swap over to this brawl. The answer to Team UK's 6-man rush, so it's a bit of composition poke, a bit of composition chess going in, ladies and gentlemen. You throw a rock,
Why are he getting hacked
I throw
early,
a paper.
though? Oh, Dilby... Okay, never mind. The main pack is traded, it seems like. But wait, the boop from Sheep is huge there. It's just a free kill, and now...
Wait, he got another one? He's got the buff as well! Oh, Sheep!
Oh my. Oh my. This is illegal. This cannot be happening here. That's just... Honestly, that's the perfect fight. You literally use none of the incredibly large ult bank you have right now, other than, I believe...
No call, no EMP.
ID.
Yeah, no, he's just DMX'd, I think. He's just DMX'd.
Yeah.
No call, no EMP.
There.
Yeah, they do get started. That's going to delay it, but it's a perfect fight for Team UK. And now with 50% on the board, they need to win 2 fights. And guess what they can use to win 2 fights? EMP and Coalescence.
Or just use them all in one, of course. But I doubt this team is in a state to use all those at the same time. 4-man EMP does not land on the supports. Doesn't matter, as it seems like. But they do invest quite a few ults there. You got the Primal, the Cole, the Death Blossom.
It's admittedly, it's a bit of a blunder from Team UK. Rift, Garchomp, Lucky Boy, and Todos in that fight. I guess they wanted to make sure, but no, let's call it what it is. It is a blunder from Team UK. Luckily for them, though, it's going to be 81%. So even if they lose this fight, they're going to get it to 99 nonetheless. But now, all eyes on Asura. This is absolutely their fight to win. They should win this fight.
And as long as... Oh, Dilby gets hacked so early, though, and the lamp force from Paul. Paul uses the window on point. B comes in from Sheep, and the bombs used from ID. Dubu rather falls, as well as Paul. The shatter is pretty large, though, picking up Toto's and ID just mech. But that should be... they can't clean up this fight well enough. Unless Ahi can absolutely clutch up here with the bomb kill to Rift. But does not manage to get back in the mech, and now Pandemonium falls, and that is round 1-1 for the team of the United Kingdom.
Wow.
They are on match point here.
They are. Asura have to be perfect, and it's potentially scary times if you're a fan of the APAC region. If you're an Asian enjoyer, ladies and gentlemen. Team UK blew 4 ultimates in that previous fight. Yes, Asura had to scramble to the point, but 4 ultimates, absolutely bone dry on that time bank. Only Sheep's beat, and Sheep's beat was perfect, by the way. It was pretty much a 5-man to soak off pressure that came onto Rift and Garchomp to keep them alive and Alan to blow them up. There was a miscommunication. As a Dubu, I believe, aka Gold Dominator, found so early on that McCree at the hands of Garchomp, at the hands of Brute, on that reap, and from there it was just a snowball cleanup for the UK. So Asura have got to go big or go home, and it looks like they're going for it. Joshin pulling out the Pharaoh.
Joshin on the Pharaoh, Dubu on the Sombra, some of their most famous picks, I'd say. Yeah. Ahi, though, getting hacked so fast and getting demech so fast.
Oh my
God.
God.
Cannot happen here. Even with the anti-nade from Indra, it shouldn't be enough. Garchomp does get slept in the cage there. ID as well does lose his mech, so this should be a one fight for the side of Team UK, but obviously not without its disadvantages here. Pandemonium gets hacked mid-air. If Pandemonium gets picked here, that could just be an even longer time to wait for them to push here. Doesn't seem like it, though, and now Asura is honestly in a very good position here. ID does not have their mech yet. Joshin's in the sky, completely uncontested, very close to another barrage here, and Ahi gets hacked again, and the tanks from Asura are just taking so much punishment right now. And there goes Dilby.
This is barrage.
So much damage.
Can Joshin flip the fight? No, I don't think he can.
My God. Oh wait, didn't even DMAC ID? That I thought for sure that would have DMAC'd ID.
Yeah, they did. They let him get back in mech. They DMAC'd him at the end of the fight.
Okay.
I mean, they don't even need the Diva when Brute is just running this. Never mind, I cursed it.
Never mind.
Yeah, so it's an overextension from Team UK. They get deservedly punished by Asura. They mop them up, and they're going to finally flip this. However, Team UK by themselves, a little bit of more ult charge, a little bit of time. I don't think they're going to be too worried. They've got a perfect recontest here, but once again, this Pharah is going to be now more of a problem. They have to rotate into this Pharah, so it's going to be very, very hard for Team UK. I don't know the ping situation. I believe UK are the ones on ping. Potentially not. Potentially could be Asura on ping. If so, that could be the reason that Ahi is getting hacked up so much.
I believe it is being played on NAEs right now. Dilby coming in with a nano, as well as the EMP, dealing so much damage in this small room, exactly where you want to be in Nano Winston here. Just a good amount of cleanup. Rift does manage to kill Joshin, and Paul does fall in the backline. This could be a fight for UK, but it doesn't seem like it with IG losing his mech. Luke, though, getting very close to an EMP. This could definitely still go on either side.
2 Amaris down for Asura, so the dynasty, the Egyptian dynasty is dead, but it looks like they are going to hold on to it. But what they do force is more ultimates. That Vault and that Nano had to be committed. I believe that Vault had to be committed very, very late from Asura to clean them up. And here we go. Just look to your right, ladies and gentlemen. It's not something that you really should do as a call attached too much. It's just read off the ultimates. But look at this ult bank for Team UK. It's so big. And Lukey, he's got his eyes with that translocator on the Pharah. But Garchomp Brute takes him down early.
Good barrage, at least an attempt, I suppose. But Garchomp, or Brute, I suppose, now just getting
oh my God, Ahi's
so much value on this Reaper. Ahi, oh, that's unlucky. That's a ping diff if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
The hack into the boop, just that's... You can't let that happen. That's so much free ult charge for Sheep, who I believe does actually have the beat, so it doesn't matter too much. But...
And they save EMP, ladies and gentlemen. Lukey boy still got that EMP ready to go. Had his sights set on the Pharah, but looks like Brute beat him to it. And it really has just been the story of the Reaper guy. It's not Friday, but it's the day after Friday. I learned that from the Rebecca Black song, luckily. So Garchomp absolutely just kind of just piss Murphy, not gonna lie right now. He's got his hands all over this game, looking to WT with that Team Reaper so dominant in this comp. That's a 2-man EMP, brings the bird straight out of the sky. Can they find Josh on the Farah?
Dilby taking a lot of early damage here, but doesn't seem like there's any real follow-up. Dilby having this primal rage. Josh as well picking off Brute. This is a position that Asura really wants to be, only having to use one ult there, and the primal rage rather. Pandemonium is on the ground, taking a lot of damage with this Warrior right click, but it's just going to end here. And now this is final fight territory for the side of Asura here, and UK really doesn't have a whole lot right now.
No.
The pulse bomb, no, actually Brute did switch, but like, not a whole lot right now.
Yeah, their ultimates as well, I think pound for pound are so much worse compared to Asura's, and now this potentially is, I think, Asura's to lose. It's going to be 81%, so this probably has to be the fight for Team UK, but double supportal and EMP, it's got to be a colossal threat, I think, for Asura.
Oh, he attacked though before he can EMP!
Oh no! It's so big!
Onto Dilby. If this
barrage missed,
you can get some picks here. Does get res though! Wait, Pandemonium is on crack right now. They need to keep this man alive. Keep Dubu alive here. That's the mission here, but it should be fine for APAC.
Huge
yeah,
MP.
APAC
Finally
doesn't even need the EMP to win that fight, and that was a nail-biter of a round from the side of Asura, but they come out in the end.
I tell you what, that is some Wu-Tang level patience from Asura though. That is absolutely monk under a waterfall. There was so much time for potentially for Asura to throw that. They managed to get the res onto Dubu. He got hacked. He got picked off, then he got res, then he got hacked, so he couldn't EMP immediately out of res, managed to finally stick it in the end. But hey, you know, they pick up the pieces. It's a 6-man game, ladies and gentlemen, and whilst Gold Dominator Dubu was looking to put the final nail in the Team UK coffin, what was Joshin doing in the air, uncontested, farming away on the Farah with the damage boost that came in from Pandemonium, and now it's 1-1, it's going to be all on the line. Can Asura level it up? And Team UK, I think it's going to be good for them. This is probably one of the best 6-man rush comps. Sorry, one of the best 6-man rush maps in the game. This is the Shanghai Rush map, I think. So right now, hey, Asura on the counter comp, but hey, this is the map for Team UK, I think.
Well, Dominator pushing on this Reaper here. No crease on for this EMP. They are actually
Jack on the Reaper.
It seems like they didn't actually hack the health pack, which is sort of crucial here. But Dilby does get hacked and falls, but Brute does fall in return. Rift as well, taking so much damage on the point. Gold Dominator just in this fight right now, dealing so much damage on this Reaper, being able to sustain himself. Dubu is just there with the lifesteal from the Hellfire shotguns. It should just be enough for them to win this first fight. Honestly, pretty well, I'd say. They didn't get a whole lot of ults off it, but neither did UK.
No, the important thing for Asura is that they're just so much better in the fights where Team UK don't have EMP and Cole. Their ult pound for pound are better. Now, I think their composition probably was better as Team UK have forced to swap over to the Reinhardt and the Baptiste. I like this adaptation. You should always swap after the first fight, ladies and gentlemen. Dubu here going to be caught out with no Wraith. That's going to stem this Reaper aggression for a couple seconds now. This is the window that Team UK needed to get this hack onto the Alicia, so no speed engage, no speed disengage on this table.
Wall from window from Paul though, at least zoning this side of Team UK right now. Bomb in rotation could be huge, but she seems like get picked out through the window. Still be on the point. EMP from Lucky Boy is huge, but it may not be enough here. No, it doesn't seem like it, and they're just trying to swap this Mei after all. You can't really win this fight when they just have so much sustain from the side of Asura in that fight. Yep, Lucky Boy just
Asura are cockroaches, man. Like, they just refuse to die. 56, 57% on the board. Team UK, they went with their primary win conditioner. Asura just stuck through it. It's so crazy. And now, 64, 65%, this male and this beat are going to keep them so healthy, whatever goes in. It's an early blizzard that comes in from Joshin. It's going to get pretty much 1 or 2. Yeah, that's Rift and Sheep, so that's 2 dead. And now they get to stagger it out all the time in the world. If they can get this map from IW, it's going to be even better.
Do I see a map 4? Do I see a map 4?
I think probably Team UK is going to have to go borderline perfect here. If they manage to flip this, then honestly deserved. Asura playing so well right now off the back of Joshin and Dilby, honestly.
Right now, Dubu is the one to look at with the Reaper ult here in a very... this has to be a crucial Reaper ult. Lamp down from Paul. And there he goes. The Reaper ult is let out, but Rift just gets shatters him. So doesn't seem like it's a whole lot. But Dilby and all here going crazy right now, killing 3 members of Team UK, and that is map 3 for the side of Asura in a nail biter of a series.
looks like they are going to take it in the end. It was the 6-man rush map on the 6-man rush comp, the one they practiced, but Asura just, they pulled out the May hero. They stuck to their guns, they stuck to their origins. Joshin went kind of sicko mode on the She-Banshee and absolutely brought it through. Credit to Team UK for fighting kind of hard on that map, but it wasn't really close in the maps that Asura managed to win there. So dominant. There's holes in both these rosters, so I'm just trying to think of what to say, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a slugfest back and forth, both of these teams really giving it their all. And I think it's just both of them trying to capitalise on the mistakes. Last map, Team UK, I think, ultimately making more mistakes. They did everything I think they could in terms of swapping, but there were mistakes made, but individual playmaking ultimately was the factor here. And Asura had that in bounties.
Asura, like, as soon as they won that first fight, they were in such a good position there, because not only was UK behind on ults, they were behind on composition in general. You cannot really take a rush mirror without a May. It's just, you're at such a big disadvantage, because the May provides so much value with the wall onto the Reinhardt, even just slowing people down enough to kill them. It's just, it's not ideal. It's not an ideal position to be in for the side of Team UK.
Absolutely not. It's one of those. They definitely could have pulled out the May, and they just elected not to. Maybe they thought that the Sombra could be the nail. It could be that final. They really banked on that EMP, and honestly, kind of wasteful Sombra play. Not something I expected from Team UK. Quite sloppy with the synergy there. They found glorious hacker, one of the best hacks I think you can get onto the Reaper early. They didn't manage to kill him. They found an EMP onto 2 on that last round on the Farah onto Joshin. The EMP Joshin, he didn't go down. So Sombra play from Lukey Boy, he's been known for it. He's been causing havoc with it in the UK, but it seems like here on higher ping against the APAC region, against Asura, it's been kind of lackluster.
So going on to another control map, it is Nepal in Oasis. Has not been decided yet.
Team UK probably should go Nepal, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely say that as well. It's definitely more of a rush map. You can honestly play rush in all 3 stages of Nepal, being Shrine, Sanctum, and Village. All very good maps to play rush on, especially, like, they pulled that out earlier, but the Symmetra is very, very good on Village. It's an incredible pick, honestly, in all 3 of these stages if you play well enough. Maybe Shrine is a little less good, but even then, it's still Sim on this current patch is just a beast with 225 HP.
Shrine and Village are still really good Farah maps, really good dive maps, like they're both playable. Rush is favoured as well. I think for UK could go to Oasis. I'm sure they'll have comps planned for City Centre and University and Gardens as well. But for both of these maps, for Oasis and Nepal, 2 out of the 3 of them, you can play Farah and get a lot of value out of. So it really does benefit Asura, I think. Also, if you're still here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the final map in this series. Big shout out to production. Yeah, map 4, all the way to the wire. Basically maximum possible amount of maps that you can go to. Big shout out to Mara for doing the colour. Sorry for doing the play-by-play and having to put up with my ass. Big shout out to production as well. It's been a fun series. My voice is slowly going, and it's only like 11:30 here. But it's just, this series has been so hype, and I'm like slowly having to recoup energy as we go into the all-important final finale, La Finita, whatever you want to say, whatever it is in your language. It's the all-important, it's the final countdown. Who dares wins. It has to be left out on the field. If there's ever a map to win, I don't really know what else I can say. You have to win this map.
Yeah, you have to win this map. Seeing UK yesterday, they did manage to crash the map. So, I mean, if that somehow manages to happen again, that would be very, very funny. I'd rather it didn't, obviously, but...
Maybe the one good EMP from Lukey that I've... Maybe it was Lukey's EMP from yesterday's could be coming in today. EMP so good it literally crashed the whole lobby. There is one for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think that was mostly the code, but... yeah, we're just waiting here.
EMP.
Wait. All right, I guess we are not going to control, we are going to hybrid.
Oh,
never mind.
Yeah, makes
We're
sense.
going to Eichenwald, actually.
It is possible to draw.
Yeah.
it is possible to draw a hybrid. So
Map 5, map 5, map 5.
spam this hive
Obviously,
for map 5.
We hope not. We hope not, but yeah.
I like the pick. I like the pick from Team UK. Eichenwald is a very solved map, I would say. You can fight in very set points. Double shield, very strong on it, and I don't know really what else to say. Thorough map again for Joshin. He's not going to be too uncomfortable. Yeah, but Lukey boy has been no slouch on the Echo with all. Anubis, I would say, Lukey was absolutely one-upped by Joshin on that Farah. Echo, historically, the counter to Farah, but no one told Joshin. So, the APAC region absolutely roaring into life on these last two maps, really taking it to Team UK, who I think on paper had such a massive advantage, but the game is not won on paper, ladies and gentlemen. And now Asura are going to be rolling out onto the defense. They're just going to be sticking with all reliable. This is Sombra and it's Farah.
I mean, if there's a team to run it, it's definitely this one. Dubu and Joshin. Honestly, on probably, I'd say they're best heroes, really.
Yeah.
Like, Joshin is a very comfortable Farah. I've seen a lot of Dubu Sombra historically as well. It's just, can you bring it to the end here, or are we gonna have to go to the all important map 5, of course, which should never happen in these games.
CBA with map 5. CBA with map 5. Come on, it's the first to 2, guys. Let's not do that.
Yeah, that's not how that works here. But UK coming out with a sim rush. Yeah, I definitely think that this is a very winnable comp matchup for the side of Asura here. Just there's no McCree for them to contest Farah. It's just how fast can they rotate to get point control and just get into the back line.
Obviously, big amount of spam damage comes in and they go straight for the Winston. They found the win condition. That's lamp forced early from Todd off. The Team UK going to have to back up.
They'll be taking so much damage. Oh, Jimmy falling early. That can't happen. Rick is hacked though, and Garchomp falls. So this is a still very, very winnable fight for both these teams right now. The side of Team UK is so low on the point. They do manage to get a tick though, which is, even if you lose this fight in the end, is still better than nothing, and finds the May. Rick is likely about to fall as well, being anti-nated.
Asher has barrage, by the way.
Oh, Rick! Wait, what? That was a window. That was a window fire strike, but that shouldn't be enough to really win this fight. Them, even with Joshin falling, does get resurrected by the Mercy, and now Brute is back on the Tracer.
Metal barrage?
No.
Brute finding 2.
No.
Oh my god. Team UK. Are they going to do it?
Still alive?
Rift is literally getting away with murder here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Finally,
Nano Boost onto Dilby should put a bow on this fight, and that seems like it. Okay.
I'm just taking a second to process it, ladies and gentlemen. This was for sure a fight that I thought UK could have won, and then it should have been Asura's, as Joshin had a free barrage without the mech of Mar here that subbed in for this map, by the way. But Garchomp, AJ Brute managed to find 2 on that Tracer, and then Asura just managed to kill them off the back of the Nano of Dilby. So the Nano has gone primary win condition down. This is the shatter that comes in from Rift, doesn't manage to find anyone. But most importantly, we're going to talk about ults. We have to talk about EMP. These lights are going to be going out any second now. They're not even being needed as Dilby sticks that primal range onto
frozen up and finished off. But that's not going to be enough to win in this fight. Being down, honestly, the most important heroes in the Thrush comp being the Reinhardt and the Baptiste. Not even having to use this EMP. And now, if Mahir rather gets demeched, that's just that can't happen here. It doesn't seem like it's going to. Luckily for the side of Team UK, but this is still not a very good position for them to be in right now, especially walking into Dubu's EMP, and there it goes.
Sheep hides with the beat though. He gets the blizzards. That's classic Ahi, ladies and gentlemen. No May is safe. No May is safe when Ahi is around. We should know this by now. Never blizzard in his face. Don't do it. And the Nano comes in again from Paul, but Dilby having himself a quite little series here. Ahi as well, we've not seen too much of him, but Mr. MVP comes up clutch, manages to get the gobble up onto the blizzard of Lukey Boy. Standard stuff from Ahi, man. It's so hot here, summer, and unfortunately, no. Ahi continuing to hate global warming by not letting these blizzards go down.
Ahi is currently causing the downfall of humanity with eating all these blizzards. Ahi's bomb, well, coming in, doesn't seem to get anything. That is a very inspirational barrage from Joshin, but with the pick on... Oh, the shatter from Wait, the Shatter from Rift is just going to win this fight. Wait, he doesn't fall, but Dilby crucially does fall with the Primal Rage, so there's no tanks up here for the side of Asura, and that should finally be a cap for Team UK, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, they don't manage to find two, but they got one off the Shatter, and one off the Shatter was enough. Losing that Winston meant that Asura just had no stick on the objective. They have very little stick. They have about as much stick as Bambi on ice in space, ladies and gentlemen. There's absolutely no grip on this objective now. As I say that, Asura go over to a point that sticks. They have so much to stay now, so they've managed to completely swap up the composition. Pretty much a 6-man swap, and now they're looking to take it to the head, take it all the way through the W key, straight to the throats of Team UK. They're going for this rush mirror.
Ahi playing with fire right now, very nearly falling to that high noon from the side of Garchomp, but that shouldn't really be enough here for them to win this fight necessarily. Rift is damaging right now. Oh, the wall from Joshin as well. Locked out the LOS of the lamp. There's no immortality for you there. And now, that's just a fight win for the side of Asura, getting the lamp, or rather getting the window. And now, Team UK is in a position where they're not really ahead on ults, and neither is Asura. And Asura is slowly but surely building up to these all-important rush ultimates, mainly the Shatter and the Beat from Pandemonium.
And I think, crucially, the 2-minute warning for Team UK has gone down. If they want to swap, they got to swap now. So this means, what does this mean? This Trace of Lukey Boy has to get this value on that Pulse Bomb, and because he's just going to get outmatched in the brawl like this. No May means no play for this right now. That's a Shadow that comes down from Dilby. Finds two, Rift and Mahi on the ground, but that's the big stick that's needed from Lukey Boy. He had to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely had to find value off the back of Rift Shatter as well. Rift says anything you can do, I can do better. They stick the Slam Pulse Bomb combo, not something we've seen too many times, but quick cleanup, and they're going to get themselves over this bridge, and more importantly for this broad composition, they've got themselves these forward gate holds coming into this point B cap.
There was no Shatter actually, it was a flashbang from Dubu, but Dilby still does have his right now, so if he can get it off and make it big here.
Can they touch?
They can't even touch. They can't even touch.
They can't. They gotta walk through the window. Todos. Yeah, you're right.
Beautiful bomb from Mahir to completely zone them out there. And now Asura is looking down the barrel of a gun of a Team UK that is currently playing with fire in their bellies and ice in their veins.
They're on the...
They really just can't be stopped.
Yeah, they're on the back foot. The monkey stick is definitely in the other hand now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at these ultimates that can come down from Team UK. However, I think, yeah, on paper, here we go. Joshin's Blizzard has to be big. Going to get eaten up by the high noon, though. From Ahi is Garchomp. This wall is going to absolutely secure this fight. It's all blue on the left side of the kill feed. So there you go, 1 minute 55 left. There was potentially scary sort of situation for the snowball to come down from Team UK, but the actual snowball, the May ultimate, came down from Joshin to sort of rip that train off its track.
Yep. Honestly, that was a pretty solid fight from both sides. Asura didn't use almost anything there other than the Blizzard, the Shatter, and the High Noon there. And now they have both support ults and a Diva Bomb. UK as well making, I wouldn't say wholesale spots, pretty important ones here. Metro from Garchomp. Bomb coming from Ahi, zones him out, forces the Lamp, but both sides use Lamp now. There's no coming back from that. Lamp and Beat and Winnow used from the side of Asura just to try and win this fight for them in the long term, and it definitely seems like that's what's happening right now. But it's not like UK didn't invest. They used their own Beat, or their own window rather, and their Shatter, I believe. No, they didn't use Shatter. They didn't have it. Excuse me.
Yeah, both of these Baptistes are on the same neural network, I think. They must both be vaccinated, ladies and gentlemen, because that 5G is coursing through their veins. They both window amplification matrix. They both came down at exactly the same time. Both lamps had ceased to exist. Both DMs were down. Both shields were weak, and both of those Baptistes hit the kill button. That was really cool to see both of them having an elite understanding of how to play Brawl and understanding these engaged timings.
I can break the shield of Rift. Doesn't seem like it. Now just pushing it back a little bit, but not a lot of value out of that one, other than maybe like 10 seconds at the most.
No, and it is 23 seconds left. I've actually didn't even realise. Now the ult from the Joshin comes down. Can they find anyone? Looks like no, but 16 seconds left. Now is the recontest. Now is the go button. If it has to be any time, the time is now for Team UK. It's a good start.
And the wall coming in from Garchomp here soon. Not a great wall, honestly. A little far back.
Blizzard from Lukey.
Blizzard from Lukey should put a bow on this fight for them, capping in overtime, which means that it is still possible that there is a map 5 in this series. Oh no.
You hate to see it. However, you love to see it at the same time as well. They managed to get through the end. I think they recovered well from that first point hold. Lily Liver, yeah, saying it. The same. Is that Pomku? But is that Pomku? Is it? I don't know if it is Pomku. If anyone knows in the
Low
chat.
liver is just low liver.
Okay.
They are a person in the other VC actually.
I may be confused then. I feel like there is a Pom. Okay, never mind then. Anyway.
Pomku is a player. Yeah.
Yeah, and Pomku's
So-
a player. I thought Pomku's alias was Lily Liver. Apologies. People that have been around here for a while now. I still don't know anyone. I'm really shit with names. Apologies, chat.
It's okay.
But unfortunately, hi Liliver, hello. Apologies, I thought you were Pomku. Potentially that's an insult. You can decide if it is. If it isn't, then Pog. But with no time bank left on the clock, I like this composition for Team UK. They're going to go for the brawl, all reliable, and they're going to just go for the tested. No double shield. I think very strong on this point, but potentially, as I said, gets counterpicked really, really hard. I think no comp gets counterpicked harder than double shield. Particularly on this map, you can just go ball, you can just sort of play the Echo, and you can play Sombra, find up those EMPs, and really sort of slice the 6-man in twain. But one thing to shout out though, Mahi been back in on the Diva, and they've looked solid. I praised IW for his synergy and his SR, definitely higher than Mahi's, I believe, but Mahi Diff, ladies and gentlemen, so far been going so well, not quite eating a blizzard that Ahi has managed to do, but been very reliable in covering Rift and Luki as his front line. So yeah, good job, Mahi. Been a lot better since UK have come in.
Yeah. So going into this whole attack, Asura playing the Pharah, of course. Like, I like this comp that Asura is playing into the rush a lot because they have to play so close together. They have to play so clumped up that the splash damage from both the Pharah and the Ashe, get those crucial ultimates up so fast. I mean, Barrage, yeah, not great, but like, it's still most of the time a free pick. Good wall though coming in. Dilby just gets crowned by the entirety of Team UK. Oh, Dubu though picks off Sheep. That can't happen. You down your Lucio here.
Yeah,
and
it's a rare mistake.
Dilby's gonna be up momentarily. That's the go button, as well as Mahir falling out of his mech, and the lamp being used. Mahir as well should be following, and yep, there he goes. And now this is the go button. Dubu right now. Dubu is the man, the myth, the legend. The stream has died a little bit there, and now, yeah.
It's actually holdable for Team UK. This res is going to be the Josh and gets back into the fight. They got Ahi's mech. Garchomp got the fire to force that res. If Rift gets back, they can potentially hold close. I believe they probably will end up giving up the point. It wasn't too bad from Asura in the end.
Wait, maybe not. Brute is on the high ground. They're going for it. Boy is building up very close to a blizzard here. If Ahi can eat this, this will be lights out for them right now. But it doesn't seem like they're committing it, and there goes. Not eaten by Ahi, crucially, but still not a great ult being used there. In my opinion, Toto is traded out for Joshin, but with the Primal Rage being committed, honestly, I like that fight for Team UK. Did they win it? No. Did they get 3 ults out? Yes. Actually, 4. 5
Absolutely
even.
right.
Never
And
mind.
it was panic stations from Asura. I think comms maybe died a little bit there as they definitely got spooked by that recon test. But doing my colour job perfectly, Mara, I would have said exactly the same thing pretty much. It's a very expensive fight for Asura, and this composition for Asura needs ultimates to go into Team UK, and when you invest these ultimates to win this neutral fight, this first fight, you have less likely to snowball
Shatter coming in from
into
Rift,
second.
put 4 on the ground, and that should be a pretty cut and dry fight for the side of them, unless Mahi's bomb gets a pretty big value. Which it doesn't.
Can they find Rift?
Wait, maybe not. This is a winnable fight for them now, with Paul being res and Toto's falling crucially, but the high noon from Garchomp in kind does finish off Josh, and Garchomp right now hacked with a beat, kind of just sitting there on the ground, but honestly, if you're taking these long, extended fights for the side of Asura, you're going to lose in the end. Just how fast the ult rotation can come in from Team UK, building up those high noons, those windows, those beats, those shatters. It just happens so fast.
Yeah. On the flip side as well, I'm not going to completely agree. I think when fights go on, they can absolutely benefit Asura, particularly if they get into skirmishes. But for Team UK, it's about playing long, yes, because you draw time bank, but it's about playing close-knit together. That's a perfect pick. Paul dies. Paul dies first 2 fights in a row. It's going to get traded back though, so that's no flex support to peace. Actually, no, correction, Paul is rezzed, and it looks like, yeah, through a wealth of ultimates, I believe 2-3 committed from Asura, they are going to unlock the point. But crucially for them, crucially for Dubu, he keeps that EMP and is going to be building up to it any second now.
EMP bomb is an option here for them, especially with them not having a Mei right now. It's very possible that they could get a huge amount of value in this EMP bomb. High noon! Oh! That Booper from Joshin actually saved him temporarily there because he temporarily broke the LOS. And now they don't have a res for this fight, and Rift's coming in with a Shatter. The Shatter is probably just going to go into Dilby is my assumption. Dilby has to stay alive here.
Here comes
the EMP. Get that nano onto him here. EMP coming in momentarily. There goes the EMP bomb in. Only gets Kodos, but that's more than enough in this fight. They're all so low, no healing from Baptiste, and that should just be a pretty clearly won fight for the side of Asura.
Yeah. So positive and negatives. It's a tale of two sides here for Asura. Yes, they win the fight. They can absolutely push this in, but if UK can get this recontest, Asura have no ultimates. Really, that big ultimate, the EMP's just been expended, so the laws dictate that this is a fight the UK can win. They got to scramble to the objective.
Wait, Ahi's bodyblocking them so well right now.
Yeah, they just
so isolated. It had to go into Ahi. That is a fight for gone, and the barrage from Joshin might just confuse him. Does get Kodos. That's all it gets though, and now Asura has to back out here. Otherwise, you are gone, and like otherwise you're just wasting time at that point. And now.
What did I say?
Yeah. What did you say?
Asura needed these ultimates. They needed a nano. They needed a barrage. Or not barrage really. If they needed the EMP and the nano. These are the big playmaking ultimates. And they didn't have either of them up. They're going to be close to this EMP probably by the time this clock runs down in this maybe penultimate fight. They're going to have this nano to go ready onto this Winston. But
here?
I think it's tightable for Team UK. They still have Lamp up. They still have DM.
Huge. Ooh, the lamp used so early though, and the primal from Dilby does get brewed off. That's bad. That's so bad for them. Lucky Boy is well hacked on the cart, somehow managing to stay alive, but Dilby on this Winston right now is making waves. Paul does fall in the backline to Rift, strangely enough, but I don't think it's going to be enough to win this fight. Maybe with Pandemonium dying to the bomb, and the Sombra and the Diva dying for the side of Asura here.
She kills the Sombras. Okay. I mean... Listen, let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend, as I said, yeah, final fight territory. But let's not pretend that the UK haven't been in clutch situations before. Sheep, huge pick onto the Sombra. Luki back on that Tracer recontest with the pulse bomb, but found 3 with those dual pistol guns. And now it's just EMP versus the Lamp of Todos. Can they hide this EMP? Are they going to go too early? Can they go before the EMP? They've managed to force Dugu out.
He was so low right now.
Yeah.
He was on probably 5 health in the back line.
Oh, the window from Todos. Can they find anyone?
So early though, and now he'll be falling in the back line. And the EMP bomb though does get ripped. Ahi falls in return. Ahi does get rezzed up though. Not much from that EMP.
It's 1 for 1. It's going to benefit UK. They can't touch. They can't touch. No. Oh, Sora can't scramble to the objective. You hate to see it.
That was a nail biter.
You hate to see it. What a dramatic end to a great series, ladies and gentlemen. Tough game. Holy shit. I think just respect being given to everyone in this lobby. What a series, ladies and gentlemen. That was some of the best Overwatch I've casted in a long time. Hot minute. Here we go. There's the play of the game. That Luki boy stuck on that Tracer. Had to come up bigger with that pulse bomb as well. Managed to stick it as well. In the end, was it a C9? What do you think?
In the end, I think in a way it kind of was a C9. Both Asura was just scrambling to touch the point, and they just, I mean, they were down in the fight. They were down numbers. They couldn't really go for it. And what a match! What a match! This had the potential to go to 5 maps in a first to 2. This would have been the reverse of Houston Outlaws Boston Uprising. It would have been the reverse of that, because both these teams are just that good. This was a very entertaining to watch.
That was a banger of a series, and for the upper bracket finals tomorrow, we have Team UK versus the Gainesville Beasts. My team, I just saw that they won, actually. That is going to be a banger of a game. I was watching on my phone, you know, I gotta support the boys.
Yeah, Florida moment.
Okay.
But, you know, I guess you guys were right in your prediction. You know, Team UK come out on top. It was a close match. Regardless, though, Eichenwald really looked like it was going to be a draw, and you know, in the sense where I said, you know, it's coming home to me. I mean, I guess I was right technically. You know, I have relatives in the UK, so I'm not wrong in my bold prediction. However, but yeah, this is a great game. You know, everyone's exhausted.
How's the fence, Mustard? How's the fence that you're sitting on? Are you doing well? Are you vibing on that?
What?
Never mind. If you get it, you get it. If you get it, you don't. It's okay.
You're sitting on the fence. You're sitting on the fence.
You've been with a bit of a fence in it. It's fine though. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't funny. But luckily, we're going to be bringing in some actual entertaining people, not me. We've got the interviewees
for sure,
and we've got Mustard here to interview them as well. As I rest my voice by consuming, in honor of Team UK's victory, a Tesco's own brand donut. Sorry, Sainsbury's own brand donut.
Of course, you gotta go with the British classic. Mod check interviewer. Mod check.
No one in BT. I just assume someone would be in rating.
I can't find him.
So let me read off the people in Team UK's chat waiting. We've got Garchomp, we've got Garchomp, we've got Garchomp. We also have
it's all Garchomps. It's all Garchomps.
If you don't want to interview him, you can bring in Garchomp, and then finally, if he says no, Garchomp, and Garchomp are also all available, ready to be interviewed. So I think I can safely assume that we're going to be interviewing Garchomp, ladies and gentlemen. It's just trying to find out which one. Spin the roulette. Should be a lot of fun.
Protein is in a 17-minute ranked teamfight tactics game.
You know, it happens.
Gotta get the LP. You gotta get the LP. The new set came out a couple of days ago. You know, the Ruination.
I'm not a TFT player myself, personally. I do play the main game. I
play a lot of League.
Biggest mistake I made. We got Toxicinator here from Team UK here. We finally were able to grab one of the many Garchomps.
Hello, I'm the
real Garchomp. Well, the real
one. No way that was me. I'm not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did amazing today. Nice 4-map series. The first one here in the BPL World Cup, in our first of twos at least.
Hey, we do
How are you guys feeling? Yeah, we do a little bit of drawing. How are you guys feeling?
Well, I'll be honest, I did not expect that to be as tough as it was. That team way overperformed my expectations. Way overperformed. So I can see them actually making a losers bracket run, because that's the toughest game we've had. Definitely, we had to think about our swaps so much more. I really like how they did the EMP Farrakhan. That was actually I didn't expect that.
It's an APAC special. That is straight out of the
they ran an APAC special.
They really did.
They are the APAC team at the end of the day. So there you go. I mean, to my knowledge, everyone on your team is in the UK. It's midnight over there, isn't it?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute past.
You guys glad you guys did not draw Eichenwald. It was really looking close that it was going to happen.
I feel even worse for the Europeans. The
Horizon, actually, who will be playing on the stream. Yeah, Horizon, who will be the next game on the stream.
Yeah, it'll be 2 a.m. for some of them right now.
Yeah, it'll be as late as 2-3 a.m. for those players, which is...
I feel guilty that we kind of stalled this game out by not, cleaning up faster.
Any stallers, mod check.
Any stallers, mod check.
Just to troll the EU team.
I do have a question. What happened between the end of Ilios and Eichenwald, where you guys were able to make the mental reset to be able to come out swinging even at that point? Goodbye.
What's that?
It was kind of rough, because on Ilios we were round one we pretty dominant, and then second round it was a lot tougher on well, and we made mistakes, and then Ruins came around and they just kind of they predicted we would roll out on the 6-man, and then they rolled out on the Rhyme Rush, and then we just didn't make usually in the Rush Mirror we'll just play Sim May, except we just did not make the right swaps, and we kind of boomed ourselves, and I felt like we could have won Ilios. We kind of threw that one away.
Maybe a follow-up question. How do you think you adapt then, Tox? Because I think it's kind of fair to say that everyone in this community knows you, your style of coaching, the comps you like to play. So I'm not going to quite say you figured out, because I know you've got some comps up the bag. And I've seen the whack stuff you can play before, obviously, with research and stuff, particularly with Portsmouth. You guys have played some whack shit when I've cast you. But what do you just think about the idea that, as you said, everyone knew you were going to pull out 6-man rush on Runes. Anyone that knew Team UK knew that they were going to be pulling that comp out. So do you think you can still surprise teams? What do you think about the idea that other teams have figured it out? How do you think that could benefit you?
We actually have some stuff that we have not revealed at all. That I think as soon as if we ever whip it out, I think teams will not expect it, and I think it will be pretty good. I'm not going to reveal it now, obviously, because that'll ruin it. But there is some stuff that we still haven't shown that it's definitely in the crack pipe. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before we go on to the next game, do you have any like real parting words for the team of Asura? Because I definitely think they were by far your guys' best match in this tournament.
Oh yeah. Like I said at the start, that team was way overperformed our expectations. Like we were like, this team's gonna play 6-man and double bubble, and we kind of we were predicting what they were gonna run, and then they just didn't run it, and then they just completely threw us off guard because we were definitely expecting them to one-trick 6-man.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you have anything to say to the fans? Just kind of wrap up this interview. We're running a little late, so let's keep the ball rolling here.
It has to be said every time we take a dub, and it's coming home.
It is coming home, I believe. Copium. It's coming home, Ian.
Yep, Copium. Football might not be coming home, but I guess BPL can. So thank you for your time, Toxicinator, and yeah, we're just gonna throw you guys straight into the action for the next match. It will be Horizon against Texas Toast over here in the losers bracket. So this next match will be an elimination match. The loser of that game will get knocked out of the tournament. So hope you guys stick around for that. See you on the other side of this break. We are back, everyone. Welcome back. A stream here. I'm still here. My name is Mustard. I'm joined by K-Wing. This time around, we got Horizon versus Texas Toast here on the losers bracket. So the loser of this match will go home. The winner of this match will advance to play the winner soldiers. So a lot is on the line here for these teams to keep their tournament alive.
Yeah, absolutely. This is make or break for these teams. I mean, you win here, you keep your hopes alive, you go into this next match, but if you lose, you're out, you're done. And both these teams lost really close in round 2. Horizon, of course, losing against Asura, and of course the Texas Toast losing against the United Kingdom, who we just saw playing pretty recently.
Yeah, both those teams. They lost to those two teams. They just played on the stream too. They just wrapped up their match, so it's in a way everything's coming full circle. So the winners of match 5 and 6 just finished. The losers of match 5 and 6 are about to play each other. So everything's come full circle here. That's kind of how things work here in BPL in the World Cup. So, yeah, the winner of this match plays the winner soldiers. On the other side of the bracket is Northeast Teabaggers against the Angry Toucans, which is going on the B stream right now. The winner of that will place Asura, which saw just lose. Yeah, here are the roster. I think Horizon is definitely DPS heavy with you have Sonic and Rifler, two strong DPS players. So, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You see some names that even if you only heard about BPL in passing, I think you know some of these names. You know people like, say, Texas Money or, next Rifler. Really noteworthy names that we're going to be seeing here clashing now. And like you said, the DPS of Horizon are going to be that sort of position to watch out for.
Honestly, I think the same applies to Texas Toast because you have Coconut, Amir, and Texas as your DPS line, which is like the average of that DPS line. It rivals that of Overwatch League roster, contenders roster. So Texas Toast as well, definitely. Both these teams, you have to watch out for the DPS lines. They're gonna pop off, and yeah, we're gonna go to Havana, which is a very DPS carry map. You do need strong DPS players on this map, or else it's just going to be a difficult one for you to win, especially with the long sight lines, tight corners as well. So this will be an interesting map.
Havana is really that sniper jungle gym, and we'll have to see who's able to hang with the best of them between Texas Toast and Horizon as we look over the beautiful distilleries in the Havana skyline. I'm excited to see who we're going to be, what we're sort of going to be seeing from these two teams when the rosters are revealed.
Yeah, so both these, as you can see, yeah, very typical stuff coming out. You see double sniper against what will look like an Echo Widow. So.
I'm sorry. Did Kumis just try and push off Coconut and then fall off themselves?
That's big. That's just big. That's big from Kumis.
It's teammate
diff. Teammate diff.
We get into this.
This is an interesting setup because you see the Sigma is just chilling, pushing the car, and the rest of the team, the teleporter behind, actually. I like this play from Texas, not Texas, Horizon.
As we get into this fight, already Horizon have just taken the high ground with not even really much of a fight. It was almost without a single shot fire. They just positioning and with a really good rotation took the high ground and basically won this fight.
Another teleporter.
The teleporter again. They're playing this like it's a dive. They're just coming in and diving in. Amir does find the pick onto Rifler, and they're really trying to find that Baptiste. They eventually will. But in the meantime, Amir is free to shoot whoever they like. Going to find eventually Air Trek, but it will eventually be Horizon. Going back to the drawing board here.
I like that play. Oh, coconut! Oh no! Oh, he walked into the car wash. Oh no! He was tapped out. He was on the Spotify. That's just very unfortunate. Oh, but Horizon have to exploit this advantage. Especially with that symmetric teleporter just diving into the backline here.
It absolutely is now. Hyper is going to be the first to fall on Crackrock again. The members of Horizon have been really going in on Crackrock. They're playing it a lot like Dive, which is interesting. It is a good target focus, but I think you're losing a lot when you play it like that.
Yeah, because you see, they're just going to go in there, and it's allowing Amir and Coconut to get so much space and just pick off your backline. You see, it's always someone from Horizon will always be falling first in fights, which is not necessarily something that you want to have, especially when you're trying to dive with the symmetric teleporter. And Texas Toast just doing a good job of kiting out teleport every time, just making sure that they don't give up that valuable space of theirs. And see the other fight breakout, just ults left, right, and center.
So many ults. You have the Transcendence, you have the Dragon Strike, you have the Symmetric Wall, all of them coming out. So much happening. Amir is able to find a pick throughout the chaos, but it's all Texas Toast regardless. In the kill feed, eventually Amir will be taken down themselves, and it will be Texas Toast, or it will be Horizon. I'm getting confused with the colors here, but that's just how it be.
Red team on blue, blue team on red. It's how it is. But yeah, Horizon, both teams have to invest quite a lot there. You see Amir making the swap off of Widow onto the McCree now. The Transcendence invested by Farmer, and Cummings making the swap now to the Reinhardt. So a lot of ults though invested by both teams. Horizon's still out on top. They still have that Blizzard, the window, and coming up on the B. Which this Blizzard has to find an enormous amount of value here if they want to break the chokehold. Just too much. Oh, yeah. Especially against the window. Oh, never mind. Okay. I might have jinxed it.
The Fire Strike. Oh, this Blizzard needs to get a lot. Immediately nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't use the Blizzard though, luckily. So Senic's still gonna have that for the next fight. Horizon, both teams actually just trading out windows, but Texas Toast, you see coming up bigger. Cummings already 66 to that Shatter, despite just swapping onto Reinhardt. So this Blizzard still has the potential to find value, but Texas Money Jr. does have the Flux, which is going to cause a large disruption.
There's the Blizzard, a lot of people trapped in it. There goes the Reinhardt. It'll take down the Immortality Field, and Kumis will fall first. That's really important. You don't want to lose this Reinhardt when you're playing the Rush comp. It's that sort of linchpin of the entire comp, and so falls Amir. And like Domino's falling, I think the Hanzo's soon going to fall as well. There you go. Regroup is coming up quick.
Yeah, just like that, Horizon able to weather the storm. The beat from Air Trek was good. It actually didn't catch on to Hyper Knight. He was almost gonna fall to that Flux, as you see Texas Toast starting to re-aggress here with a Dragon Strike as well from Coconut coming from downtown. So it's unable to catch any value, but see the fight's starting to break out. I need healing with the Flux here. It has to come up big.
The Shatter is not gonna find anything from Kumis. That really good for Horizon now. He does find Hyper Knight. Gets traded after Coconut. It is favorable there. Sleeping and Air Check both gonna fall. That's both supports of Horizon, and now Texas Toast. It's just cleanup, but they are still struggling a little bit. Horizon can still be able to win this, but they're out of sustain. I need healing fall. So does Cynex, and eventually they will fall.
Yeah, you see Texas Toast with a good hole here. Horizon, they couldn't secure the kill on the Cummings. 1 HP was just swinging around like wild on the point. He was 52 HP. Any sort of damage would have been able to take him out, and unfortunately, Horizon unable to confirm that kill. Just allowed Hyper Knight to fall with Shatter, and they're just unable to win the fight. Going into this fight, though, they do have the ultimate advantage. They're close to the wall. They have the Shatter. You see Hyper Knight lay it down right now, and the Blizzard as well. So this fight looking very good.
Got two people, and both of them are gonna fall by Hypernet's hand. But Sleeping falls, and so will Cynex.
Oh.
The Shatter tries to turn it around, but dies before the hammer can fall.
That's unfortunate. Cummings going to the ball, though. They're probably looking to contest this point right before it caps, considering that they do have a nice ultimate advantage. You see Amir popping the high noon just to engage here. I mean, Texas Toast want to stall it out. Cummings able to get a pick.
Aircheck actually goes down. This could be crucial. And even though it's a really good wall coming in from Rifler, from long range, splitting the point, it's still going to be Kumis and Coconut, the Battle of the Seas, whipping through the members of Horizon.
Yeah, and there's only 2 seconds left. Someone has to touch from Horizon. Aircheck unable to lay the beat before he falls, but he does get the touchdown. Overtime has begun. I think Horizon, I think your attack ends here. Your teammates are all staggered out. Rifler's still on the Symmetra. There is an immortality on the point, but it's really, I don't think you have the sustaining power. And the beat from Aircheck, though,
does catch 3 people,
might help out.
They're going to be coming in, but there's the window right to counter it, to get more damage in, and it's just nothing there. And Horizon will be stopped at 90.42 meters. A good push, but Texas Toast, they have this win condition. They know where they need to go, and they just need 2 points. They've got their first map win.
Yeah, Horizon definitely had a little bit of a misplay there. Cummings coming back on the ball just created enough disruption for Texas Toast to be able to capitalize on it. Horizon just looking so scrambled after that, that odd last fight there on the point. They were unable to regain their footing. And I know especially for a lot of the players on Horizon, it's like 2 a.m. It's 3 a.m. for those players. They are the EU team. A lot of those players are in Europe, and it is starting to get quite late. So definitely, I don't know if Sleepy's has anything to do with it, or maybe the DPS from Texas Toast are just outclassing the rest of Horizon.
Maybe we'll have to see as we get into this next part of the map. We do have what looks like a close hold going to be coming in from Horizon now.
I like close holds on Havana. They're always funny to watch. They're always fun to watch. Texas Toast actually anticipating this close hold. You see they're running more like chaotic composition, looking to attack Horizon from all angles. The ball, the hog, you have the pharmacy pocket. Never mind, this just halt hooking. But you see they're designed to disrupt, and that is their plan here. You see the hog going one end, drawing away attention, then they're going to pop out the other end. So looking to break this close hold. So nice wall from Synax, but
Synax actually goes down first, which could spell doom for this close hold, because even if you get the trades, it's going to favor Texas Toast in this situation, because you have these close spawns. Now Coconut 76% to that ult, doing so much damage and just wreaking havoc on Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon. Again, Texas Toast had the read on Horizon. They knew they were close holding, so they played the more chaotic comp, able to draw attention away, and just able to create enough space and just get pick after pick after pick. And now you see Amir moving on to the Widow, looking to Widow match Rifler here. Both teams not really having any ultimates. Coconut closest to Barrage, but this fight is gonna be looking to be a pick-oriented comp.
Sleeping goes down. Coconut gets that one, guns the Barrage, takes down both supports, does trade their lives for it, but it's a worthwhile trade.
Ooh, Amir!
These DPS have got a role that they're just going to take down. Amir's got the tanks, Coconut's got the supports, and it looks like they're gonna
Amir. Oh, yeah, that was some nasty gameplay from Amir. Able to get pick out. You got 1 kill, 2 kill, just popping heads, and you see Horizon are starting to wrestle back some space here on this high ground, but they don't really have the ultimates to do that with, especially with their only one being Sleeping. He's already dead. Texas Money Jr. has already killed the half of Horizon. Horizon is already dead. I didn't even need to give any sort of analysis. They're already dead.
Just through the fight, it's done.
It's just done. There was nothing to read. The fight's just done. But I guess Horizon do have their window here. Now that looks like Texas Toast mid comp swap. I mean, they're running on a break right now, which is definitely interesting given their support line. Rifler
takes down Amir, maybe a bit of a switch up the momentum now. Synax is just waiting with this pulse bomb.
He's on the flank.
On the flank.
What will he do?
He's got a pulse bomb. What do he do? the Grodic catches multiple people, slamming them down, draws out the Immortality Field. Cynex throws the Pulse Bomb, not going to find any joy from it, and actually gets taken down by Coconut. This card has been still moving this entire time. Window comes out from Horizon, and Rifler goes down to a mere switch into the Hanzo. Feels like a game of rock, paper, scissors between the two. Each switching up, but Horizon are, Texas Toast are still moving inexorably towards the point.
Yeah, Texas Toast is just walking over Horizon right now. Amir and Coconut doing wonders right now. Oh, yeah, and Cynex is dead yet again. Yeah, they're just pulling out wonders. Hypernet has the bongo, but I don't think it's going to be enough to turn anything here. They do have to touch the point. The Dragon Strike will help them out a little bit, but I believe that's all they're going to do here. Is, yeah, Hypernight's just being body blocked. No one's going to be able to touch. That's
that
just...
body block was dirty.
That was nasty.
Clean yourselves up after that, Texas Toast. That was just disgusting.
Yeah, Texas Toast coming out on top. I mean, that was just a very nasty gameplay from Texas Toast. They looked a little shaky in the beginning, but able to capitalize on Horizon's mistakes. They're able to pull it back together here as they take the lead 1-0. I mean, they don't want to get knocked out of this tournament just yet, and Horizon just not really being able to come out on top of anything here. They just look shaky. They look very unstable, and they're just getting outclassed in every which way.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Texas Toast are not ready to go just yet. They did, of course, as we saw, I believe yesterday, they did take a map off of United Kingdom, so they are a strong team, and they're definitely able to hang with the best of them, and they're definitely showing it here as a really good performance.
Yeah, so they take the first map here. Horizon down already. They have to win this next match to keep their hopes alive, or even just a draw. As again, it is a score at end. I regret to inform everyone, for I believe the 5th time today, we will be going to Temple of Anubis. I regret to inform everyone that again we're back to Temple of Anubis. I think the 5th time we've seen this map today across both streams, maybe even more. Could be wrong, but yeah, Texas Toast looking super strong. I don't know what else to say right now other than they just look poised to take out Anubis as well. It'll be interesting to see what Horizon are going to be able to roll out on, considering, and Cynex has just been getting demolished by Coconut.
A little bit of a score update. On the B stream, we do have Angry Toucans up 1-0 against the Northeast Teabaggers. They're going to Hanamura. As now exciting to see those two. We saw them earlier in the day. I actually casted Northeast Teabaggers taking out Korn, and now the Angry Toucans facing off against them, leading 1-0. So they are one away from falling falling out of the tournament. Pardon me. And that is happening again on the B stream. So if you want to watch that, that is also going on. But here in our match, we do have a really exciting sort of match because we saw Texas Toast do some really incredible things. And what does Horizon need to do to respond to it? Do they need to be more aggressive? What do they need to do you think?
I think Horizon need to recognize that Texas Toast, their win condition right now is the DPS line. They want this DPS line to pop off, and as you see, there are some substitutions coming in. Some players didn't play last time. Illuminous is in now for Texas Toast. Texas Money Jr. moved on back to DPS rather. As on Horizon, I believe Clones is now in. You see Rifler is now in as well. So swaps coming in from both here as we move into Anubis.
Interesting choices in terms of composition. I think we have Rifler on the Junkrat. Might be changing that up but it's exciting to see. I do personally love Junkrat. The good burst damage, really exciting to see some potentially good rip tires, but we'll have to see what they do. I Need Healing already takes some damage right out of the gate from Texas Money Jr., charging 10% of their ultimate. So a really good peak.
I guess you do gift that to your supports. I think that might have been his goal, but he is just taking a lot of damage. Yeah, all right. I like this rotation from Horizon. They're going around the side as you generally want to do. They have the double shield, they have the shielding, they have the sustain with the Baptiste and the Brigida. They're going to just try and win the battle here. Hopefully don't get poked out because they are against Echo Ash. Definitely high poke and deep. Wow. Already a window.
Airtrick actually charged the ult. He dies first. Airtrick charges the ult in what has to be 40 seconds. But Texas Money Jr.
Oh my god.
Little sticky bomb.
Okay, Texas Money Jr. Well, PP. Okay, pausing. We are pausing and champing. We've gone to a pause. Texas Toucans just won the first fight in dominating fashion, actually. That was a fast window for Marechek. Farber was only like 30% to his window when that window was dropped. Wow. But Horizon just unable to capitalize on the fact that they had such an early window. Texas Money Jr. just reciprocating, saying, hey guys, I'm gonna kill 4. I hope you're fine with that. And yeah, we're gonna go back in. That was so yeah, we're back in the action immediately. But man, just what a performance from Texas Toast. Their DPS just lapping their counterparts in ultimate charge right now, especially Synex, who's been on Echo the entire time. It's only halfway to his ult. Texas already has his.
Texas on the Echo has been doing so
no.
That's just gonna shut down. That just shut down the push. That's just it.
Yeah.
They're just kind of.
You can't push in. Oh, never mind. Wait. The pick onto Texas Money Jr. might actually be huge. They can deny the res.
That's true, and I think it might. Soul might have gone onto the other side, so that could be really crucial. Here comes the Bob from Coconut. Illuminous gets a double kill. One of the Gravitic Flux, one with the primary fire, and Coconut gonna do one of the same.
Oh my god.
And the rest are here on Coconut's Isle. Oh my.
Yeah, Rifler swapped onto the Ash before the start of last fight, and he only has 21% of it. Coconut just bobbed, and he already has 21% back. So Horizon's DPS, once again, just getting absolutely outclassed. Texas Toast just coming out on top of the DPS game, and here's hoping that no one gets picked again as you see Sleeping trying to engage. Both teams have the copy. It looks like Synex is the first one to draw hit.
Yeah, copying the Orisa in now. Here comes the copy. Texas Money Jr. does get the Sigma.
Oh my god. That was such a fast build on that copy Flux that he has the potential to pop 2. He's popping 2 in one copy. Oh my god, Texas Money Jr.
I Need Healing, and onto Airtrick, and onto Sleeping. Texas Money Jr., you need to stop this.
Oh my god. Texas Money Jr. just showing why he is one of the best DPS in this league. He built 2 Fluxes and was able to use both of them within one copy.
And I think that was just down to, like how Horizon were positioned. Really, we're just all in one. We're just all in a group, and so Texas Money, pardon me, was able to just charge up that ult so fast by throwing it in there. And now with I Need Healing using that ult, Horizon were probably tired of hearing the Dutch of Sigma. So tired that they won that fight off of the back of it, thanks to the Bob, Rifler, and Synex's sticky bombs.
Clean engagement from Horizon. They opened up with the Flux. They were able to get an early pick and then opened up with the Flux, just cracking that fight wide open. But they don't have any. They don't have any tools in the supply right now. They are dry of ultimates. They're going to be unable to snowball, especially against Farmer, who has just popped the window to ensure that doesn't happen.
Texas Money Jr. is just doing so well. gets a triple kill just in that fight. Doesn't even need to use the ultimate, but they've got it anyway.
Yeah, Texas Money Jr. again. This man has been consistently proving that, hey, I am the best DPS tournament, and today is just no exception. Just able to, you know, carry his team, knocked out at Crablantic earlier today. Now they are looking poised to knock out Horizon. Still, Horizon don't have any ults. Up against 4 from Texas Toast. You see the copy already being popped.
There's the gravitic flux that we've seen so much of from Texas Money Jr. getting a double kill already, and now Horizon is on the run. Texas Money Jr. Stop.
I think Tex pops more fluxes this game than the Sigmas of this game combined. He has just been an absolute menace on the Echo today. Like Horizon taking us to Anubis. Perhaps maybe next time take us to Horizon Lunar Colony. Maybe the naming might help out there. But yeah, now Cynex has a copy, and they have the window going into this. They're still down on ultimates as Illuminus is near his flux. So this will be still a difficult fight for Horizon to push in on.
Yeah, definitely. Copy coming in onto a reset. Cynex has had that problem where you haven't been getting the character that you might want. Usually you want to copy the Sigma. Not that the Orisa is bad, but usually you want to copy that Sigma for the Gravitic Flux, that big ult. But Texas Money Jr. has gotten both of the supports. Eventually Crackrock will go down. The Bob is on the point and will capture, but Cynex is not one to be outdone. Eventually Horizon will have to back up due to the respawns of Texas Toast.
They were able to get a nice pick on the Texas early, but they were able to secure the resurrection off the back of Crackrock's Valkyrie, and Horizon were unable to punish it. Cynex copying the Orisa is likely to get some more shielding, some more presence, like extra damage with Supercharger, which not necessarily a bad idea, but I think you just need more raw damage output. You can see the nice alt flux coming out early.
Yeah, that was a really good combo. Farmer's down, Crackrock died early, and that's just it for Horizon actually getting a lot of kills there. So now Texas Toast on the back foot have to try and stall out, but not looking good as Texas Money Jr. does have the ult, but it's the only one that they're going to have. We'll see what they're going to do. Texas Money Jr. will copy the Sigma, but they'll be really quickly focused down. Going to be... It'll make time though for the rest of their team.
The May copy. Oh,
next could be good. Texas Money Jr. gets the pick. There goes both the supports in Horizon. Actually, are going to Toast to hold on by the skin of their teeth, thanks to a really good Sigma copy from Texas Money Jr. and only 34%. So they just need pretty much one tick on second point, and we're done here.
Yeah, Horizon are able to get that first tick, so they do have the win condition, but man, they get 2 CP. They got the 2 CP special there. They win the first fight in a blowout, which allows Texas Toast respawns to be synced up together, and then Texas Money Jr. comes out and says, hey, I'm just going to disrupt your entire team. I'm going to copy. Then I'm still going to have all my health. So I'm going to wreak havoc in your backline. And Horizon just unable to take care of that. The May copy from Cynex was huge as you have the Blizzard going on, but not really much going to occur as we get word while we're in between rounds here. Toucans have just 2-0'd the Northeast Teabaggers, so they will be moving on to tomorrow to continue their lower bracket run, where they will face Asura waiting for them in lower bracket round 3. But back to this match.
Yeah, of course, back to this match. Really interesting sort of composition, I think, coming in. Texas Money Jr., of course, staying on the Echo. We saw so much good coming out. So I think it's going to be a matter of if Rifler can really put a stop to Texas Money Jr.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes on here as Will they be able to shut down Texas? You see Sinex already getting very low, and it's gonna. I think it's gonna have to rely a lot on the Echo v Echo here, to see who comes out on top.
Absolutely. Sinex is able to get some good sticky bombs, but Texas Money Jr. has not been slacking off. Sinex actually goes pretty low. I might be coming in on top of them. Texas Money Jr. finds air tech. The Baptiste goes down. Sleeping is low as well. And Texas Coconut's actually going to be able to finish off Sleeping. Horizon has no more sustain. Coconut will find clones, and Coconut just showing that they are not slacking off.
Sinex though, 19 HP. He takes out 2.
Oh my gosh. Money Jr., I can't with you right now.
He takes out 2 with only 19 HP, but Texas has his entire team. He has healing. He is just gonna come in. He is just gonna take that one all the way. So again, not looking too hot. If you're Horizon, you have 5 minutes 40 seconds to hold that one tick, and you don't have any ultimates. You just swap Sleeping off. So now on the Brigida, and you're going up against 3 ultimates from Texas Toast, and they're just gonna open up with the copy.
Texas Money Jr. does get the copy on the Ash. Coconut throws in the pulse bomb. It gets the break. It draws out the immortality field, and I think they're able to burst it down before the pulse bomb goes off the Bob onto the point, just trying to keep it alive and keep it there. It gets Crack Rock. It could be the turnaround for Horizon. It could be just exactly what they need. Farmer goes down. There's no more sustain now for Texas Toast. Will they be able to get the tick before it comes back to bite them? Sinex is going to go down. They're still able to get these kills as they stagger in. Eventually, they will be overrun. The question is whether it's going to come before or after they get the tick. And it's looking like before. Coconut will fall soon. So will Texas Money Jr. And Texas Toast won't be taking this point despite.
Horizon said, no, our sun has not set on below our horizon. Yeah, they're going to keep this one alive for now. But 4 minutes and 30 seconds to hold one tick is a monumental task.
Absolutely, it is.
Look at the ultimates.
Yeah.
Look at the ultimate.
3, 4 ults for Texas Toast. They've got everything except the copy and the nano. And we're going to need to see some heroics coming in from Horizon. The Pulse Bomb will find air tracks. Pulse Bomb. Texas Money Jr. gets 2 with the focus beam. Coconut will get another. And Texas Toast are running through the members of Horizon. And now Crack Rock, you're going to use this Valkyrie just to boost everyone up. Diva is there. I need healing. Probably one of the last bastions of defense, the last one keeping this point alive for Horizon. As there comes the ball, trying to step in, trying to fill that spot, but Coconut is there, killing everyone, just pumping out the damage like a fire hose. The Doomfist comes in, it'll go down, and it'll be it. Texas Toast with a quick 3-0, showing us that they are not down and out yet, and they will be heading to the lower bracket round 3 against the Winter Soldiers.
Yeah, Texas Toast here coming up with a huge win actually against Horizon today, making this one nice and quick, able to win out on Burger Diff. But here we are. Horizon though coming up big. They tried their hardest against Texas Toast. Texas Toast proving that, hey, we are absolutely stronger team coming into this. And just again, it was a DPS diff. Just Texas Toast just looked so much stronger. Their DPS sign looked so much more confident. They were able to get these tough angles, able to make them work, and Horizon just couldn't react in time, and they just kind of fell over. And we had the scoreline here, 2-0.
Yeah, that is really what happened. Texas Toast just had really good DPS. I mean, we talked so much about Texas Money Jr., but Coconut really also popped off incredibly well. I think that was really impressive of just going through and playing well as Tracer and coming up in the kill feed pretty often, because it's hard as a Tracer. You're not very have that mobility, but it's still pretty hard to escape. And you don't usually have that sort of pocket, but still really impressive work by both of the DPS of the Texas Toes, but they're going to need to bring out all of their power if they want to beat the Winter Soldiers, because they took very recently, I think on our last match on this stream, they took it really close to the Gainesville Beasts. So it's going to be a tough fight for Texas Toast, but I'm excited to see if they can do it.
Yeah, and on the topic, we can see if we can do it. We can just directly talk to the players here. Let's get some Texas Toast players in here for the interview. Sleeping, and we have actually just everyone. This is both teams actually. We're just gonna have a roundtable chat. Hello, we have Cummies, Farmer, Odyssey, and Cousin here. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
There.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a mishmash of both teams right now here in the interview. Let's get both of them done at once. We are about an hour behind
needs to go to Chili's, so we gotta go fast.
My parents forced me to go to Chili's, bro.
All right. So let's get it out for you first. Then Farmer, again, you guys, Texas Toast, you guys kind of just farmed Horizon. Six was your name here. You guys farmed Horizon.
Funny man.
Yeah. Funny man. I know.
Your flare's Cali, bro. You can't talk. You lost to us, bro.
Okay.
Audie, I'm gonna bring it up.
My bad. I'm in.
I'll bring it up. Don't shut up. Shut your horn.
We don't need this on stream.
All right. Okay. Audie, shut up challenge. Anyways, moving. Anyways, Farmer. So you guys just beat Horizon. How you guys feeling?
Well, in the preseason, I saw people saying they would beat us, so this feels cool.
I think this was just my power rankings, no cap.
No, I saw other
honestly.
people praying them to beat us, so it feels good.
Yeah, I mean,
after our UK loss.
Yeah, it just looked like such a. The match just looked like just DPS were just outclassing.
Yeah, definitely raw mechanics coming through.
Let's just say we figured out our rotation and what comps to play.
We definitely had
some
issues with,
interesting
comp
stuff.
Comfort. Yeah, we had some issues with comp comfort, but now we're settled.
Yeah. I like the Symmetra teleport dive into the back comp. That was that was a comp. That was a comp. That I believe that was a comp. So just I mean, you guys had Texas Junior back, and honestly, he just put on a showing on Echo. So I don't know. Other than how you guys are feeling from both teams, I mean, this match just looked dominant, honestly.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
That's all.
I think Texas is a good team. I think they can make a far. I hope so. I hope they do. I'm fine with losing to Texas. I like the team.
Yeah. They better win, because I don't want to lose to a team that's going to lose in the next round. Okay, I want to lose to the grand final winners.
Definitely.
We'll see.
That's fair.
That's the Alpine strategy.
That's the Alpine strategy.
I'm the number one Texas fan now.
No, Alpine strategy. We beat Kentwood.
Oh yeah, then
we beat the best team and then we shit the bed for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's
Please do not. No.
Speaking of the next round, Texas Toast, you guys are going off to face against Winter Soldiers. They've had a pretty strong showing in the tournament so far. What do you
is
think?
Stupid, and I hate him.
So ball, actually.
I hate Mac Truck.
This is not banter. We fucking hate him.
Oh, they can only play one tank comp.
They play a singular tank comp that we pretty much know how to counter. So
we could pretty much exploit that.
Go ahead, Mac. Play Diva. Go ahead. Hop on the Diva character.
Go ahead. Press right click. Go ahead. See what happens.
Go ahead. Press shift.
So yes, we beat Canada because Mac is stupid. Easy. There we go.
That is all.
All right.
Fair enough. So, good games coming out tomorrow. As we basically will round out the rest of the brackets tomorrow, and you guys play Winter Soldier. Sounds like you guys are confident. I mean, I expect some great stuff coming out. I mean, you guys had such a strong showing today that I hope you guys have another strong show tomorrow.
We will not let you down.
Last things for both teams. You guys have anything to say to the fans?
No.
They got fans?
Really.
No, there's no fans.
They have fans?
No Texas fans out here.
No Texas fan. All right.
Actually, I do actually have one thing to say to all the fans out there. Everyone make sure to go subscribe to Sleeping Overwatch on.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
That's smart. Smart.
So
root for Team UK because I also managed that team. That's right. I'm
Yeah.
still in bracket
We're
technically.
still in, bro. Me and Odie still in.
Yeah. You know, maybe it'll be coming home. Who knows?
It will.
At the end of the day, we'll see how everything pans out tomorrow. But that's all the time we have for you guys here today. Thank you guys for coming on, and yeah, best of luck going forward.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, that's the end of the games today. That's all the games we got here on both streams, actually. So nice 2-0 to round out the day. Remember, tomorrow we got a lot of action going on. UK against Gainesville Beast for the upper bracket finals. Lower bracket, though, we had the Winter Soldiers against Texas Toast, and then Asura against Angry Toucans. Winner of that match will play each other.
Down to 6 teams left in the bracket, and a lot of red ones. Only one green. Crazy.
I guess red is the winning color.
Apparently so.
I just get red's the winning color.
Yeah, nuts. Thank you everyone who watched today, and everyone who helped on production. We had a lot of fun. More Overwatch tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
You know what? Thank you, Solomon.
You're welcome.
Thank
I
you.
do all only for you, Mustard. No one else. Yeah, tomorrow 3 Eastern. We'll start off with the lower bracket rounds at the same time, and then we'll have the upper bracket finals at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then lower finals and grand finals after that. We love Overwatch. We'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
The Bad Pachimari League has grown. It has become home to many from all walks of life, from all around the world. And now, to celebrate where we came from, to celebrate who we are, we have created a new tournament to see what the world has to offer. 12 teams from around the world, trialed and refined to their very best, will now face off against one another in a double elimination bracket. 2 strikes and you're out. It's a worldwide competition. And in a worldwide competition, the only thing you want to strike is gold. Welcome to the BPL World Cup.
Oh my god, it's a fire game from Toucans with a pulse bomb! But Sage is hot mustard, and all of a sudden this is anybody's fight. Drip Timbers are still in it. Massive pulse bomb from Sage! What is that? Sage clutching it up.
Lennox holding on to the barrage, gets 3! Sonic from behind with 3 with a huge barrage, taking a crazy off angle once again. There's a lot of ults, there's a lot of colors, but it doesn't matter because it's totally effective high noon from Yancha.
But Signet hits another massive shatter. Oh my lord. He's so good. He's just so good.
A pretty big flux. The trance is there to keep the team alive. Oh, the bombs, the bombs.
Oh my god!
Wings, they got some wind missiles as well. They got grab coming in, will land perfectly, and the windows fly through in terms of damage.
That's a 4K in that. Nitro have absolutely insane. Pomku with the 6K.